Fired up the recording. Recording is fired. Oh, I'm really loud. Hold on. Let me push that away from my face slightly. Still haven't lubed it with my arm. So I was just going to say that I immediately have to cough. Thanks, me. I will possibly be slightly distracted in the not too distant future because I'm trying to do what I said on the What's Up, which came out public today, to let the audience know when this episode was recorded. And I'm exporting another AP video right now, which is almost done. So, actually, weirdly enough, if I try to watch videos and stuff, that can make my video editor software freak out. But if I just record audio, that's not a problem. Anyway, hi. We've rolled Destiny, and I'm laughing because it's one light, 5 dark.
Yep. Yes.
So yeah, and we did trigger a duty. So we've done that off mic as usual. I need to figure out from notes what book the enemies is in. So that's a collapse. Oh god, please tell me vultures are also in collapse. No, they're in a different book. Why? I need 2 books for this.
Because they want GMs to suffer.
Or they just didn't think about it till they're making other books.
Well, I mean, there's only so much page space you get, right? That's when you know you're doing 2 books, you can go, oh, well, we'll include the weird detailed stuff in here, but okay. So, hyena bombers are in one book, and vanilla vulture droid starfighters are in a different one.
I do like it how in some books they just pile on the gear stuff at the end, and some stuff is at the beginning. Like Dawn of Rebellion is one of those.
Well, yeah, because era-based books are weird because they're not because core books have basically the same chapters in all 3 game lines. Splats for careers are divided into literally 3 sections, which is but at least unusually the exact same way that L5R splats are formatted. But setting-based ones like the Corellian sector, like the Hutt space one, and the era-based ones like Dawn of Rebellion or the Clone Wars books are broken up into just however many chapters we need for stuff, for different places and different factions and whatnot. So you can end up with, like Marth said, stats scattered everywhere. I have stalled to get up the patron list.
Yeah, it's pretty much the fluff stuff and then the gear stuff.
So I will need some stats. Not those stats, other stats. Vehicle stats. Oh, though, should be about droid vehicles. Is that in this book also? Please tell me they reprinted that one.
I think so.
Probably, it's just a sidebar, but yeah, droid vehicles. Okay. Droid vehicle, 1 all characteristics, stats. Cool, got it. Oh, and if a droid vehicle is a rival tier enemy, or a nemesis, in case you want to do that, because they do that in X-Wing Minis, actually, is they have unique droid vehicles.
Wow.
Which are, unique serial numbers and stuff. It's pretty funny. But if they're a rival or nemesis, they can perform an attack with a weapon and a pilot-only action. 1 turn. Ooh, spooky. Okay.
Too spooky. For our first pilot combat, make sure you have actually also.
Alright, stop looking at Twitter. Stop it. Yep. No, time to stop. All here to look at art dump. Despair exists.
Damn it. Must look away.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks. So you're telling me I'm putting files? Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, none of the droid vehicle sidebars are anywhere convenient. So, I think he's going to have to do a lot of page flipping. Okay. That's right. I stalled for the patron read because I've got that up. Hi. This episode was brought to you by patrons like Agro Comic Bloggers, DJ Carlos, Qua, Jeremy Vasquez, Kylie Dead, Nestor Flores, Rogue Robin, Shiny P, some guy named Bob, Soda-san, 0424, 723, Video Gamer 75. I feel like we do want to store Patreon. Boom, bang.
Boom, bang, blah.
Okay. Crack.
Yeah.
Can. I am awake, I am breathing. Everything is normal. Perfectly fine down here. How are you?
We almost had a moment like that.
Almost. Okie dokie. So, you guys are in the subs, where we left off. So, I think this is small enough text to do the thing. Yeah, okay. So I built the full stat line for this thing.
Cool.
You should note that technically you are already at 2 out of that 40 strain.
Alrighty.
Because of reasons, because it doesn't... Fun fact, system strain doesn't just go away.
Nope.
I think you need to, you need to, chill for, a month or something before it just goes away magically.
Yeah, or you just try to repair it.
Yes, so, we'll probably cover some vehicle rule stuff as people sniffle and snuffle in the background.
Sorry.
So there are a lot of actions which you can find in your convenient GM holocron. It's past mass combat. So you've got the starship list, starts on page 26. It says 24, but it's 26.
A little bit like you.
So that gives you maneuvers, actions, and the additional actions. Don't ask me why there's additional actions and then regular actions. Also, I don't know. I think they left out just the vanilla shootman action. But yes, there is just an action to shoot a vehicle weapon like normal. And there's a couple of other stuff. For purposes of things, we can use the generic table, which is on the next page for Starship and Vehicle Combat. I have also built a special one. Yeah, you can only try to fix each instance of hull trauma once, like it's a once per encounter action to make repairs. Is an action, right? Yeah, so your additional actions are plot course, co-pilot, jamming, boost shields. You can't do that, there's no shields. Manual repairs is with using athletics instead of mechanics to do the damage control. And then there's the actual damage control action. Fire discipline, scan, slice, spoof. That might actually be relevant.
Oh, do they have guidance?
Well, if they're using bombs or missiles, yeah, that might actually be relevant. And then you've got all your maneuvers and stuff that's important to keep in mind. I will say, since this is a large ship and you are skeleton crewing it, it will take you a maneuver if you want to switch stations. So if you're like, I'm at one of the guns rolling gunnery to physically fire the missile batteries, and then you want to be, okay, I want to go run to the front so I can scan the enemy, that'll be a maneuver for you to actually, climb down ladders and run through hatches and shit.
Which is why I think we're maybe splitting that between...
Right, there's that whole thing, like, maneuver to get in and out of seat.
Yes. And I don't know if any of you have Let's Ride.
Nope.
There is a talent for that to get in a vehicle or mount a creature, basically, for free once per turn. Similar to how you can jump up once per turn as an incidental, etc. Nobody probably has that, much like none of you probably have any of the special piloting abilities. This is our first serious vehicle combat. Let's run down the vehicle stats really quick. So you've got your silhouette. That will actually matter. So your silhouette 5, which means you can perform certain actions, and can't perform certain other actions. And also, in general, this is a general combat rule, but it's hardly ever come up because most things you guys have fought have been like Sil 1 or 2. But if you attack something that is 2 silhouettes smaller than you, you increase your difficulty by once. Hey, guess what? Most starfighters are silhouette 3. And if you are attacking something that is at least 2 silhouettes larger than you, you decrease your difficulty by 1. So that means you guys are an easier target for these guys if they catch you, and they are a harder target for you. You've only got speed 1, so that's just what matters. That's how fast you can go. You've got a -2 handling, so all piloting checks involving this vehicle take 2 black dice.
Also notice that it's still 5, so like half the maneuvers can't be done with it. You now you do have access to some of the special shooty actions because you've actually got barrages and stuff. But yeah, you cannot gain the advantage. You can't do evasive maneuvers or punch it. You can fly, you can accelerate, and you can do some other stuff. But there are some things that will be done. You have no defenses. This thing doesn't have any shields. You do have armor 4, which is basically like soak but for vehicles. It's got 45 hull trauma, aka wounds. If you go over 5, or go over your full hull trauma, your vehicle takes a crit and stops working until you go above, until you get below your hull trauma threshold again. System strain is the same thing as regular strain. Your vehicle stops working, resets to speed 0, etc., and starts taking crits. Well, it doesn't take crits usually, but you'll be disabled until you fix it. Your sensor range is close, so that means you can only detect enemies who are within close range at planetary. We'll work out the exact ranges in a second. I think you guys have some other prep time stuff to do, and we'll, actually get in character. But in general, you can only sensor or comms targets that are within your sensor range. You can, as a incidental, I think, maybe as a maneuver, you can focus sensors, so you can increase your range band by 1, so you could go to short range planetary. However, that means that you cannot sense anything in your other ranges. You're basically blind by focusing all your sensors in a direction. Mm-hmm. But this increases your range to talk to stuff. Your complement, so you have some ships in your hold possibly in case this fucks up horribly and you need to bail out of here. You can see it's got a shitload of encumbrance and passenger capacity, crew complement. No customization hard points because Omega is not an idiot. And then you've got your weapons. So you've got 4 ventral, top. Actually, it would be dorsal is the top, isn't it? Or is dorsal the bottom?
Dorsal is top.
Okay.
Because
So it would be
means
dorsal.
back.
I wrote that down. Because they are on the top. So you got 4 multi-purpose ordnance batteries. And actually, since they directly copy that, let me scratch the limited ammo off. You don't have limited ammo. You've got piles and piles of storage. It is still slow firing because you got to load them. These stat lines are basically for concussion missiles, but they're there. They're turreted, so their fire arc is all damage 6, crit 3, short range, blast 4, breach 4, guided 4, or guided 3, slow firing 1.
Oh, thank God we have guided.
Yes, you do have guided. So if you miss, but with advantage, you can attempt to have the weapon swing around and hit somebody.
Okay.
So the important thing to note is because you guys are still 5, you can do those special barrage options. Like you can.
Where were the rules for that?
They're in the Starship and Vehicle actions.
I'm sorry, I've just been looking for them.
Concentrated barrage and blanket barrage. It's page 24 in
24, which is secretly 26. Yeah, it's sandwiched between the
Oh, yeah,
maneuvers and the
26.
additional actions. So you can do all of those barrage options.
I think I might have the wrong version open. Hang on.
I have the second version of them.
Yeah, I think that's what my problem is. Okay, fuck
Yeah,
up.
the concentrated barrage actually works in our favor because we have at least 2 of the same type. So we use 4
Yes,
twice.
but the thing is, so you can basically fire all of them with a single target. Concentrated fire. You can fire for an area that's overwhelming, I believe, and then you can do blanket to do basically. Blanket is basically AoE fire. Don't get close to me. That can be helpful. But here's the thing that's important to remember. That makes you count as. How big is this file? Computer, can I just dump this file straight to Discord? Is it compact enough for that?
Yeah, I think I have the old version one.
Okay.
Got it.
So
Open it
wait,
to you.
we're looking at GM Holocron 2?
I don't. Mine doesn't have any numbers. When I got
Mine
the
is
new version,
2.
I got rid of the old version.
Thank you.
Should have more pages than the other one.
But because the first one we got didn't have mass combat tables, which actually put me on tilt a little bit. But the thing to note about the barrages is that counts as firing those weapons. So if you use all 4 batteries to do a concentrated barrage, all 4 of your batteries are down for the next turn.
Ooh.
It's also still firing 1, so...
Yes, because you have to physically reload the launchers.
Yeah.
Question. Can we do something like covering fire, use up all the things that are going to be reloaded, but delegate the reloading to just some of the other clones?
Oh no, you don't have to reload. You physically have to spend no actions reloading, but it is slow firing. The mechanisms will take care of the reload, but
okay, so what I could do is run between gunnery and computers.
If you so desired, yes.
Yeah.
You also do have the mining lasers. Those are located at 4, though. You'd have to do some pretty fancy maneuvers to actually get them pointed up and actually hit somebody, but you can do some fun, dumb stuff for there if you feel like it.
So, Lucky, just to ask, what do you think each one of... I guess I'll be just handling the piloting checks, but...
Well, we can talk about this in game.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll cover special actions and advantage charts in a second. Because I came up with some special ones for this scenario, some of which you have seen, but I added another one.
Because I feel that Lucky will probably be doing the leadership checks.
Yes, Lucky will probably be commanding from the bridge, but you never know, there might be other stuff. But yeah, so basically you guys have plotted a course, also to Lost Point. Mine's 110 pages too, so.
The one I was using before was only 104, so I was like, I am clearly using the inferior version. So I just gotta actually make sure. To the top. Get the hints.
So basically, where we last left you guys pointed to home. You knew the bombers were coming. You took over the ship, basically. You guys have the plan is basically to make a run for harbor while the ship you launched from orbit does maneuvers to basically drop down to your level because it's safe now. So they can provide you with air support because Venators carry a shitload of fighters.
Yes.
I think it's 140 of 2 types. So yeah, they're covered in fighters in those big long launch bays. So all they got to do is get within operational range, and they can help you out. And they're, I believe, I don't know off the top of my head, but I believe that the Venator type.
Blanket the sky with fighters.
No, it's not that many It's not blanketing.
Damn it!
If it's that many, it's like I don't think we have a chance.
But no,
yeah, Venators have long range sensors, so they're also going to basically be doing almost like AWAC style duty. Like they have a lot longer common sensor range than you do. So basically, the brief you get is that you're talking to some clone operating, and he's like, "All right, General, got you on scopes. Up 30 degrees, over sort of stuff. Kind of like coordinate your stuff. We'll move to you. We're detecting 4 flights of enemy vehicles."
Oh, flights, Jesus.
So a flight is a 4X unit. Looks like at this range, 2 flights worth of bombers and 2 flights of Vulture droid escorts.
Oh, that's a lot of bombs.
Though obviously, I will say, for purposes of mechanicals, these are minion groups of vehicles, because that's a lot easier than me actually tracking 12 goddamn vehicles.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
So, they are. There's basically two squads, 2 flights, 4 vehicles of bombers with 2 escort flights of droid fighters to cover them. The droid fighters do have their own, basically, ordnance launchers, but those aren't going to be as useful as the proton bombs the hyena bombers have, because those will actually get you even if you dive. Like, you'd have to dive really, really deep to get out of their range.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's actually an optional rule. So, those guys are flying in. I think we'll get into the specifics of how it'll work in a second, but overall, I'm imagining this is going to be kind of like a chase, or race, but also with combat elements. So you guys will be making, if you want to keep moving away and moving towards the rendezvous point, you guys are going to keep making pilot checks as a maneuver to drive the boat towards the target and, move so many paces away. But if the enemies keep pace with you, they'll be able to fire on you and you'll exchange shots and stuff. Rather than necessarily go full-blown range bands, because that would get... If we just do range bands, that's probably too hard to track and also very small. The primary thing you guys need to worry about is the fact that... let me check hyenas. So you are speed 1. That is your top speed. You're a giant-ass sub. It's not designed to go fast. Vulture droids are speed 5. Hyena bombers are speed 4. It would be dumb if the escorts outstrip the bombers, but, they got a little bit of speed, so you will probably need to do some fancy pants maneuvering and some, shooting and stuff so that they don't immediately just catch you and overwhelm you. Mm-hmm. So we'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna pop away for a second. Gotta go take care of something. But I will pause the recording. Or actually, I don't have to pause. Are you guys actually going to talk about what positions you think you should take and stuff?
Probably. I was also wondering if, during this time we were already trying to, move.
Well, yeah, you guys were already, pointing directions and under steam. But this is, as noted, they're a lot faster than you, so this is basically, the alicorn pipes you the tact display, and so you see, okay, these guys are coming in, we gotta move. You have a dramatically appropriate amount of minutes to talk about your plan and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
How appropriate.
I'll mute myself and leave the mics hot while you guys talk, and I'll be right back.
So in this case,
I guess Kavis will be in co-pilot seat unless there's a better clone.
I mean, I assume I was told the bridge crew's here, so I assume also they'd be giving pilot checks as Camo tries to do this.
Well, I don't know. We don't know exactly how much NPC interaction we're allowed, because also remember we also have the aft batteries that Master Lago has taken. Yeah. So hopefully Omega will just let us leave those and just make some generic clone checks for that. And also, we have clones here with us as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're hoping to man up all the batteries and make checks. And so Aramaa will definitely be taking the position of commander. There's no longer a chair, so she's probably just going to lightsaber the seat out, toss it in the back, and stand imposingly on the bridge.
She can't stand on the front of it.
No, she can't stand on the front of it. She can't do the guy next pose. Actually, she could. She does have the amphibious. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
But actually, let me see here. What is?
As I'm checking, I'm just saying there's a bunch of maneuvers we can do that let us just fire all the weapons as a single check.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing: if we fire all the weapons as a single check and that doesn't we're going to be left ducks in the water.
Yeah, fair.
Just to get fucking smacked.
Yeah,
the best thing to do, like honestly, is to fire 2 at a time per round.
I was thinking,
save some space.
Concentrated barrage, I guess.
We don't have to do Well, are we talking about the move? Are you talking about the actual maneuver?
Yes.
All right, let me double check it real quick because I don't want to just. Here it is. Wait, no. Open file.
Why does Barrage go to the trial of fearing?
You know, like as I suggested earlier, what Boots could do is fire one thing, and while waiting for it to reload, dash on over to computers and try to do some shenaniganry.
So as far as all weapons that are single type within a single firing arc.
Yeah, that's literally us firing all our weapons. I just said we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Make a single combat check as normal. Yeah, and also this only lets you attack one thing. Concentrated barrage is for fighting other giant ships. Yeah, the one the one you think would be blanket barrage, which is until the end of character's next turn, all vehicles. Let's see here.
Oh yeah,
I was just imaging that the single attack will not take out a single plane. So
besides, there may be other fun toys that they're going to use against us, most definitely. Gosh damn
Let's see here. Fire single fire.
The separatists have fun weapons that
single combat check is normal.
by fun, not fun. Alright, so set up for the whole thing being 2 weapons at a time. And then
we should just fire 2 at a time, go fore and aft. Then while one's reload, so basically we fire 2 shots, we hopefully hit. Then the next turn they reload, and the second one's fine. We're just doing a 2-line formation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for
so we just did the
stuff.
Or what? 5 light.
Honestly, that's probably best. I'm trying to think.
Let's just hope for no narrative.
So I guess.
Hope for no.
Well, besides the fact that we got some
situation
healing to do,
work
that out. That some of you have some crits that we didn't do anything about last time.
I assume most I'll be doing is making sure I do the pilot check, and
I will say Aramaa did say she wants to take
and hopefully maybe get something else out of it. With everyone else's sake.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I'm just saying, hopefully something comes of it.
As long as you keep us moving forward and don't stall us out, that's all we need.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Also, that's going to be awkward. I forgot that I had my render running and finished, so it starts playing automatically, so I don't know how long that was going on.
Oh, no.
I couldn't tell.
Oh, no.
Well, you guys wouldn't be able to tell.
Alright, so here's a question that we definitely had. How much are you going to allow NPC interaction with this encounter?
Well, okay, what do you want?
Well, because, as I said, we're going to have... we asked Master Lago to take over the aft batteries so that he could, maybe command back there firing those, because otherwise we just have the 2 forward batteries that we can reach right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, the ship has controls where you can issue orders to there, so long as everything is crewed, you can fire them. In general, NPCs are part of the crew, making it so you can actually do all your actions and stuff, because obviously this is a large-scale thing. If you want Master Lago to contribute directly, he does have stats and can roll in there. I don't know super how much he can help, but he does exist.
All right, but so for firing guns, then would it just be one person telling them just to fire, and then whose stat line does it use?
Well, yours. You're still running gunnery. You're commanding them.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works in the normal game.
So if I put Boots in command of gunnery, will it be using his stat lines, and everyone fires off of his stats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Why are you saying that?
This is one of the areas where the game is ambiguously focused. Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, if you're in a fucking huge Star Destroyer, at no point should you ever actually touch the gunnery controls, but then your GM has to track all the minion stats for all the different minion groups or whatever who may be firing. which is a pain in the dick. So yeah, no. If you're taking the action to issue the order to shoot the guns, you are rolling the gunnery check.
Okay. Well, that's what we're gonna do then. Boots is gonna be in charge of the gunnery console. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it.
Fire control.
Okay, so in which case, if we're doing that and like going with the firing formation of 2-2, then I can't do my computers check.
Well,
it'll be just constant gunnery from me.
Well, that's fine too. But as I said, who knows, if things get fucking weird, maybe we'll just have to stop shooting, and maybe, I don't know, like Axe will have to take over shooting, or Aramaa, or something. We can all
more greens, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and I should note that that the actual flying parts are all maneuvers. Yeah. Accelerate and fly drive are all they're all maneuvers. So
I wanted to ask if the NPCs in the bridge are now actually helping me like pilot this thing.
Yes, but they don't give you any mechanical benefit.
Okay.
They exist so that you can actually crew the ship, because again, it's a giant fucking ship. It's not meant to be run by one guy.
Yeah. But we can put Kavis in the co-pilot seat so he can directly help, correct?
Yes. He can use an initiative slot to help.
Okay. Then I think we got it. Aramaa is probably going to lightsaber the last of the command chair off because it's useless and stand there imposingly.
Alright. You fold your arms?
Yes. Of course. Time to Gynex pose.
Alright, let's go.
If I could, I would go on the tip of the sub, but too far.
Yeah, you don't know. I don't know. There's some interesting possible results in my threats and advantage table.
Get some maglock boots.
But okay, so not that it matters directly, but I know you guys said you have some injuries and stuff.
Yes.
Do you want to go ahead and try and take care of any of that? There is an infirmary on the sub. There's a machine shop. I know Lucky is concerned about his punch glove.
So we do have we have an appropriate amount of time to get ready. I'm assuming.
Yes, you've got some prep time while you fire up because they had to launch these droids from God knows where and send them after you.
I just have strain and easy crit.
Well,
first, who has a wound?
Easy crit. That's the thing that can actually be fixed.
Yes. But,
sorry, I mean crits, not wounds.
I guess I'll pass along to throughout the ship that any of them who has been injured, please make their way to infirmary, and so we can try and get everyone patched up. And let's head down. Check on
Boots has a needle. Who would like a lollipop?
Oh god.
Yeah, let's just say in the co-pilot. He doesn't need anything.
That's fine.
It's true. You're only at 2. It's fine.
I'm at 7, but I can just stim myself better, and I don't have a crit injury.
Well, actually, and you can honestly scavenge up a couple of stims in the infirmary.
Sweet. But yeah, okay. So I guess because Lucky has the non-easy crit injury, we should start off there, and then also.
No, it's easy. I was only nicked.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You're both easy injuries. Okay.
But as I said, that's still a plus 10.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Critical injury stacking, not great.
Nope. Only 1 purple?
Yes, easy as 1.
2 success, 2 advantage.
Alright. Aramaa, do you have any strain or wounds?
Yes. I have 1 wound and 13 strain.
Okay. You roll a couple advantages. You can get 2 strain also.
I will gratefully take that.
Yep. And then good old Camo.
Alright, I'll remove the crit.
Yep. Anything else? You've been doctored.
Any actual wounds, because I can just stim that better.
Well, honestly, you're probably better not. Aramaa's only got 1 or 2. You're honestly probably better rolling because you might also heal some of her strain.
True enough.
Rather than a wasted stim pack.
Yeah.
I'll probably stim myself then.
Okay,
so, I mean, once again, only 1 purple?
Yep. It's only 2, right? Or 1?
Yeah, it's only 1.
Okay, well, you fixed it. Sadly, no advantage, but...
I crashed.
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright, you guys are patched up.
Alright, machine shop. I'm gonna see what's going on in there real quick. Check in with the Nemoidians.
Okay, there's a couple of Nemoidian techs down there. They've got some droids that were damaged that they were working on, but they have stopped because, you put a stop to the factory, so they just mind their own business. Mm-hmm. If you want to try and find parts for your
Crush guns?
Crush guns, yeah. You can roll me an average perception to scavenge, basically.
I'll take a peek around real quick, I suppose.
You can probably take a boost if you get the text to help you.
Oh, I'll just ask him. Yeah, I'll just ask him. You got any parts? Some this, and to be like, blah, blah, blah. I forgot how the Moidians sound.
Slightly racistly Asian.
Ah, yes, these guys.
Yeah, those guys.
But
As
many,
someone who
many
is the
great
half-
quotes. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. They're no match for Droidicas. That's still really
still
weird,
fight
though.
one.
Droidicas have 2 names.
Succeed at least.
Noises intensifies.
Yeah. What was the cost you're gonna have to have?
1,000.
Okay. You can shave that down to 900. 10% discount worth of parts. But that is definitely it. There are definitely no further spare parts in this thing. They've all appear to have been cleaned out in the process of prepping for the attack.
Let's give a Camo a call. Camo, you here?
Yes, Commander.
It's like Aramaa will take off her gloves. It's all like, see if you can give the parts. It's like, I found some parts. Can you repair these real quick?
Give me a moment. As Kevin proceeds to get to your location and then actually gets to work.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, I guess that's if you were with me.
Oh.
Well, no, it sounded like if you're, there to like talk to, you go to comms, you can call him. I assumed, much like I'm sure Axe assumed, was that he was sitting in the seat and not moving as you steer, because he didn't have to get up. Well, actually, no, he did get crit fixed, so I don't know.
Yeah, he went to the
okay.
infirmary.
It's true.
Okay.
That is true. You did have to get up and
I guess
go.
I would have been with you on that time, so I didn't think about that. So yes, just want to check it out.
It's easy for the first step?
Yes.
Should be yes.
Don't worry, Camo. I stood in the infirmary, therefore healed you with my mind powers.
I just thought you healed me there, not actually at the infirmary. So just, okay. Did that right? I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have your custom toolkit with you.
No.
No. Okay, he can't fix it with the parts you got on hand. Though, he can probably budget it down with some advantage. So, let's go ahead and.
Let's go ahead and roll that back.
Okay. For the sake of rounding, I'll say he cuts it down to about. He can make some minor repairs and kind of like sort through the parts. You only need to pay like 500 credits worth of to get the spare parts to fix it, but it's not fixed yet. He needs to actually like go to market and buy some parts.
Righto. Oh well.
Hopefully, you don't have to punch anybody this session.
I hope. All right, make our way back to the bridge.
Alrighty. Okay. Sorry, got a yawning. Don't know. I think I'm like waiting for some steps kicking or something. I'm a little gablorble today.
Gablorble.
I'll let those sweet antihistamines kick in and dry me out. Okie dokie. So I think then now's probably a good time for all y'all to roll an initiative check.
Okay.
Ooh.
So in this case, I'm going to get the drop so everyone has +2 successes in this case.
That's going to be rolling cool.
By using get the drop.
Okay, that's a very good question. Does get the drop work if you're in vehicles and shit?
It just says any encounter. It doesn't say specific what the encounter has to be. Once per session, the character and any number of allies in the encounter may add successes equal to the character's rank in stealth.
Is that the full text, or is that just the reminder box?
I'll open the PDF. Should be collapsed.
Okay. Well, Loth hasn't added successes yet, so
yeah. So that's like four successes, one
Maybe.
advantage.
Not that I am averse to it, but that is unusual for it to be like, oh, and you can use this whenever the fuck.
Well, there's only one.
Oh, okay. The player must explain how their stealthy approach helps the PC get the drop on it. Okay, then never mind then.
Sorry.
No, I'll be pretty generous, but I gotta be honest, I don't know how you're sneaking up on anybody at a giant sub.
There, unless we literally like submerge and resubmerge.
No,
It's
you
like
didn't do
a
that
fucking
yet.
cartoon.
Yeah.
The sub has tiny legs it's tiptoeing on.
I mean, you can add all-terrain legs to most vehicles, except this one because it's got hardpoint 0.
Yes.
Because Omega doesn't want you to put legs on it or other dumb stuff.
I don't want to use this thing after we're done with this.
We gave our starship legs. Why?
Wow.
It's a very good roll.
That's a very good roll.
Ooh, that's another.
And of course, Marth.
1 success, 1 advantage, 1 triumph.
You
Why
can still
not?
roll your initiative, and you can take rapid reaction if you want, Camo.
I am. I'm marking
Alright.
down to strain. I haven't done this in a week, so I got
Yeah.
But no, I'm just trying to keep it like this.
Do droid vehicles, do you have any... Oh, no. Oh. They do. They got a whole vigilance.
Or rolling vigilance.
Well, they're rolling vigilance because they're looking for you. They're hunting you. They need to find out where you are.
Rolling cool, okay.
So we start with 1 green upgrade.
Okay.
3 times. It's 2 y's. The whole. Wait, no. That's right. Skills go in the verse, so it would be because there's the extras and then y. I gotta roll a bunch. Actually, I'll probably roll 2 sets. Double them up. Okay. So that will look like. Nah, actually, for the sake of I'm sorry, building the initiative list. I'm like, nah, I should actually roll for the other 2 groups separately, just for the sake of it, just so we're fully fair and balanced out like that. Okay. So that's right. I think that's right. Because there's 4 you rolled, and I made 4 minion group rolls. No, Captain was a robot.
I know. I guess I could say that.
What did you do to that guy?
I don't remember.
Did you stab him with swords? Stealing knives?
I think it was swords.
We stabbed him with everything.
I think we blinded him.
I did,
And then
yeah.
we did something else.
Yeah, if I remember
Then we
correctly,
did something that you do like 1 strain every time he moves.
yeah, he tried to give strain to like Aramaa, and like everyone moved the combat over from where they were to him. But then the Magna Droid came along, and we're like, oh fuck.
No, this will be way after that. It's like, how did he finish? I think you guys just beat him up until. So I'm pretty sure his pile of robot bones is still lying on the bridge.
Do you want to wear his head as a hat?
No, that's morbid.
They got a like weird visor thing on their head you could pop off and turn into. That's probably too much work. Okay.
Anyway, someone like as I said, like I'll order the clones to like clean up this bridge a bit, like put all the scrap in a pile, along with like wherever I toss the fucking remains of the captain's chair, just pile them up there.
All right,
clean this bridge up. We're about to go into battle.
Excellent. Good.
Alright, so then Aramaa will stand where X1 captain's chair used to be.
Okay, so like I said, this is basically the way this is going to work is kind of like a chase. Ideally, you guys will, with your speed 1, will move 1 every turn with a success. I'm going to keep track of how many you have to move. And actually, I think it's your speed plus successes, so yeah. Now, because this is a chase, there's normally a flat difficulty. We'll call it hard because you guys are trying to go all out in a submarine at surface level. They're flying, so for them it's normally average, but depending on your checks and your results, you might switch that up a little. This does not follow the special terrain rules, which is the difficulty of, upgraded by your SIL and whatever stuff. Because that's specifically for handling difficult terrain. Again, that might happen if you roll some checks badly, but we'll see, how it works out.
As a question, does Marth need to have his turn before mine if I want to actually have his effect go into play?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't time travel. If he doesn't do his thing before you do a thing, you can't do the thing.
Yep. We need time travel so we can min-max our encounters.
Sure, but that's like I'm saying, there's no real life time travel. I can't know that he succeeded until he does the thing.
I was more thinking.
That is that is the point of initiative, is so because some of these results will be until the end of some so and so's next turn or whatever stuff. So it is actually important which ones you go in.
So I guess that Lucky and Loth should go first.
So we'll start with what's a good range to start at? Distance. Fuck it. I'll take a die. Okay. They're currently at distance 1 from you. Apparently, you're lollygagging, piling up trash, and getting healed. Let them get pretty close.
Curses.
No, that's not intentional. That's completely random. I rolled a giant d6 for it, and it got up a 1. So, I don't know. You might actually want to suck it up, Axe, and roll the fact that it's a hard check. You big baby.
I was more thinking of,
so that you get some distance between you and them.
Okay. It's just a hard check, not 5+ things, okay.
No, I said that. That was the whole point of my monologue. Listen when I speak to you,
I was more of I just thought it was okay.
Maybe?
Hard and 2
Well, don't do stuff yet. Why are you acting? Nobody...
You just said for me to go, okay.
Strategically! I haven't even listed the special things. Because that's what I was trying to say, is there's special actions. Okay? Which you can do. Which who the fuck knows maybe you want to do. So there's 4. I've shown you some of them, and I can copy the table again, though it's going to look dumb, because there's a page break in the middle, even though I don't want there to be. So, there is covering fire. Basically, you can have the alicorn fire defensively from orbit around you. If it succeeds, enemies within short range of you have to upgrade their difficulty of their combat checks. It's basically like the blanket barrage maneuver, but somebody else does it.
Gotcha.
However, it's a hard gunnery or leadership check that is upgraded once because they're firing near you. If the check generates a despair or 2 threats, you suffer 1 hit from their turbo lasers, which would be very spicy.
Very spicy.
And you also can't use the ability 2 turns in a row because slow firing 1. As an action, you can make a hard pilot planetary check to dive or surface, so you can submerge the sub and raise it. While submerged, your defense is increased by 2 in all facings, but your weapons gain inaccurate 1, and enemies decrease the amount of advantage they need to activate blast if they miss you by 1 to 2, because concussion. Basically, it gets easier to hit you with bombs, but they have harder rolls, so hopefully they don't, but who knows. While surfaced, you act as normal. You can do the fire team action as a hard leadership check. You basically take your free clones to the top deck and fire missile launchers at enemies in close range. If successful, you do some damage. I actually think I adjusted it to... I don't remember what a missile tube's actual damage is, but it's crit 3. But it does 2 damage plus successes with breach 1 and guided 3 qualities. 2 advantage can hit an additional hit on the same target. Can't use it twice in a row, because I believe missile tubes are also slow firing. But yeah, that's basically... You take clones up to the top deck and have them fire, Stinger missiles at close ships to see if you can do some damage. And then the final one is the run silent action. You can only do this while submerged. It's a hard discipline check. Basically, if you do it, you become harder to track. You upgrade the difficulty of enemy piloting checks to chase you, and perception checks to use sensors to find you, but you upgrade the difficulty of your own piloting checks once, because you're running more confident. And the effect is immediately lost if you guys do any sensor slicing or combat checks, because you're no longer silent. And I do have a somewhat lengthy special threat and advantage chart that I don't know if you guys want me to just pull that up for you or what. Like
I would like it.
Punch out I'll punch out the page and copy it. Okay. I might need to shrink the text down a little. It doesn't fit on the page. Okay. Damn you! Damn your eyes! Alright, let's shrink down the font size. Did that fit? Okay, it did. It's a little squished. And I'm using the symbols we discussed the other day for what the game interprets as, threats, advantages, triumphs, and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, I will now paste the image, since we have to wait a second because Loth got his finally. Right. So for one advantage, column C's, or submarine maneuvers, make it harder to hit you or make it better at piloting. You can make it even more hard to hit you, or let everybody recover strain.
Crazy, Ivan.
Yeah. So, 3 advantage, you can do wind in your sails, which reduces the pilot check difficulty. Or, you can do lost them. You can literally remove an enemy from the fight without destroying it. They basically just get lost. And I can spend a despair to have them come back. And then triumphs, you can do the high waves, and basically an enemy takes a collision. Or you can do the crazy Ivan dramatic maneuver. And then there's threat. Limited viz, rough waters. This is why I said it might be important you're standing, because for 2 threat, you can end up with a seasick result, where everybody basically needs to make a check or suffer strain and possibly be disoriented. You can also suffer random system strain and stuff. And some of these the enemy can apply too. So, like, for instance, you could, if one of the enemies rolls like 2 threat, you would have them take the strike disadvantage. And then for 3 threat, stormy seas, which is what I said, that would use the terrain rules, which we mentioned earlier with, like, the upgrades and the high difficulty. And then if you roll despairs, that's bad because you might get collisions and reduce speed, which would mean you'd have to accelerate on your next turn. Or you can suffer a shitload of system strain. And if you fail a check with a despair, you can run aground, which means you suffer a major collision and then take an additional effect of engine down, which means your engines are off. Oof. Engine down is you are reduced to speed 0 and cannot perform maneuvers until you repair the problem. Yeah. Which would be bad in this case. You'd be sitting ducks.
Yeah. Yes.
Edit my documents. This back. Good job, me. Okay. Now, that is the special stuff. Pretty neat. Do you want to go with Axe goes first to try and get you some distance?
How hard will the check be? Just hard? No extra reds?
Hard. It's flat difficulty. You do have 2 setback because your handling is awful.
Yes.
The thing steers like a cow.
Yeah, sure. Go first. Go
All right.
first.
Oh, this goes well. Because it's... Oh my god.
I have to double check.
A very majestic sea cow.
Well, that was a Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy reference. Looks like a fish, moves like a fish, steers like a cow.
Okay.
All right, so you were at distance 1. You are now at distance 4 from them, and you move 4 closer to the rendezvous point. I'm using dice to keep track of this. Where's the correct face? Seriously? Me? Seriously?
Yes.
I literally cannot. There it is. Finally. Okay. All right, but you do take 2 threats, so why don't we start with seasick?
Okay.
You hit Camo guns the aquajet motors, the turbines spin up, and you immediately start hitting some chops, so everybody has to make an average resilience check. So the result of that will be if you fail, you suffer 2 strain plus 1 for each threat, and are disoriented for a number of rounds equal to your failure.
You forgot purple, Lucky.
Oh, I did, fuck. Well, I'm just gonna reroll that then. Ho 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 ho.
Probably a smart idea. Probably a smart one. Okay, Boots is fine. I don't know how bad it is for you with your strain, but you'll just take you just take 2 strain and be disoriented for 1 round.
Yeah, I'll just take 2 strain and be disoriented.
Just 1 success.
Can I use that to
life.
heal
Don't need
strain
the
or
light.
something else?
Yes, you can use it to do normal stuff and heal strain.
Alright.
If you don't want to use it for extra stuff.
Oh yeah, by the way, since it says once per round, I'm flipping the fucking destiny point.
That's a pretty solid idea. It is still pretty bad in the other direction.
Can I use the
I think
advantage to use the ship combat advantage and stuff?
Yeah. You can use the normal ones.
I don't think there's any advantage I can use with that resilience thing now.
I guess I can't do Lost Them or Wind in Our
5
Sails.
light points, but it's
Well,
not.
yeah, it wouldn't make sense because you're.
Then I guess I'll just heal strain.
You add 1 black to all checks.
1 check. Okay.
Right, so that I'm just going to let those 5 light points just fizzle out.
It's fine. It's just a quick check. And actually, fun fact, Aramaa, you could heal 1 strain before you take your 2 strain, so you only take 1.
I guess that is true.
And honestly, it makes sense that you're the one person who fails because you're the one not in a chair. You're trying to fucking Captain Morgan this thing. All right. So technically, that is your maneuver, Axe, to do your pilot check and get some distance. You have an action.
Oh no. Submerging doesn't help everyone else going. It only works better if I'm going last than going first. So,
Yes, I am the Captain General.
Oh, great. May I ask of what I should, as a suggestion?
A suggestion? Let me think here real quick. Let me build the holocron here.
It's like, I really shouldn't be firing any of the guns because that's not what I should be doing.
We're at speed. So you don't want to
Excuse
accelerate or
you?
decelerate. And you just used a maneuver to fly. You can only do 1 maneuver to move basically per round.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I
mean, you could attempt to plot a course.
Yeah,
that's not directly helpful, but you could do it.
Yeah, if we know, who knows, maybe we hit difficult terrain or something next turn might come in handy. But other than that, I really can't think of anything.
You could just skip it and say I don't have any actions to take.
I could do damage control to heal strain. We still have system strain, right?
But
that's true.
That's true.
And you can always attempt to heal system strain.
Yes, and we have 2. We don't have any physical strain, and I can only do that once. Substitute to system strain.
Yep.
So, it's just a mechanic check, which I assume it's simple, I guess.
No, it depends on your level of stress. It's the same as healing, so it's you're below half, so it is easy right now.
Oh, okay, then I'll just do that. Okay.
All right, you heal all the strain.
All right, cool.
Yay!
No strain. Good job, team. All right. So Camo flicks some switches, spins some dials. He turns off that dumb steam vent in the corner. All right. It is now an NPC turn. Oh yes, thank you, Loth, for bringing that up. One of the bombers will go.
Oh no.
So, one group of bombers will attempt to fly closer to you. So they will roll. Oh, actually, it's a good question. Do these guys have positive handling? No, +0. Okay. That's an Omega rolled 2 advantage.
Yeah, what's it do for them?
Well, we have a nice little table for things.
Yes. They could do a couple of things. So they don't get any closer. They're at 4, so they're out of range. Let me check the vanilla table. They'll add a blue to an allied character's next piloting check.
Oh, well, I can do immediate free maneuver. That is next 2 maneuver per turn.
So they'll add a boost to their next piloting check.
Okay.
Or next any of those checks technically, but in general. So
PC.
one of the basically you see on the scopes one of the bombers is trying to maneuver, slowly maneuver to catch up with you, but you're setting a pretty good pace. So
It is one of our goes.
What range band are they at?
technically short, I think.
Okay. So
I'll only say they're close when they're on top of you.
But Aramaa will give the order to prepare the guns for firing, and she will do the fire discipline.
Technically, they probably could have tried to fire like proton torpedoes at you or something, but I'll skip it. I got a lot more actions to think about what I want to do. So you're going to do fire discipline?
Yes. Okay. Hard leadership check. So that'll be yellow, herp, setback, force dice, leadership. Double check that.
Not yet. Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, no, I do not. Okay. So
That is a spicy check you rolled.
that is a spicy check I rolled.
Okay.
Let's see here. Fire discipline. The next crew member firing a weapon aboard ship can add blue to his check. Each additional double success grants this to additional crew member. So no, I can just give the next person who fires a ship or weapon a blue.
And then
So
maybe
you do the captain's speech.
Mm-hmm.
Heave to, steady. Don't fire until you see the reds of their droid eyes.
You can also do ComCs.
Oh yeah, you could pop an advantage to do ComCs or something.
Oh no, we're gonna do submarine maneuvers. Actually, you don't need help.
Oh, okay, fair.
All right. So while you're yelling stuff, Camo's running the ship through some exotic submarine maneuvers.
Mm-hmm. Serpentine!
He drifts under a wave.
I was just like, because I technically could go under most of the rock formations or around them in ways.
Yeah, you can do some interesting things so that it's harder for them to follow. Okay. So gunnery checks out of black. So you have a pseudo defense. All right. No, don't ask him to do a barrel roll on this thing. Well, I'll have to make seasick checks again.
Even an aileron roll, even still is bad. Yeah.
Oh, I think honestly an aileron, which is what most people think of when they think of a barrel roll, is even worse because that's a tight spin.
Yeah,
it's actually a tight spin. The other barrels.
Okay, it is now an NPC
you actually
slot.
go in them.
Well, yeah, if you want to say it, it's fine.
A barrel roll is you actually go around the circumference of a barrel. Aileron is when the ship just spins in place.
Yeah.
Okay, so they will do their maneuvers with a boost to the next bomber set will go. They're going to try and catch up to you.
Could we pin the sea combat table?
I just have it open in the browser.
Yeah, you can just open it up another tab.
Okay.
I could pin it, and then I have to remember to not pin it, because it will literally never be relevant again.
Sure.
Okay. Yes, I think this is my check. Ooh, 4 success. Okay. So they're at 4 away from you, and they have speed on you, so they catch up.
Oh, noes.
It's a good thing you upgraded their gunnery check, because they're right on top of you, and they're going to attempt to bomb your ass.
No, not my ass!
Ooh, actually, that's a good question. What is the difficulty for combat checks in space? It's been a while since I looked at it. Oh, that's right. It's based on the silhouette.
Oh, wow. Oh, it'll make it easier then.
So, it's easy because you're too smaller than them, that's right.
Or too smaller?
Or too larger. They're too smaller than you. He's just quoting you, Loth. That's how it works. So, it's an easy check. So they get 1 plus. But, you do add a setback.
Oh, no.
Okay. I've rolled some number of successes with a triumph. Alright, so first of all, the proton bomb is damage 8, breach 10. So you take 10 hull trauma. And we'll just go ahead and... actually, that's a good point. How do I do the vehicle crit?
Actually, that's a good question. I don't know.
Alright, do we type exclamation point help to see? I can also roll manually. While we're working on that, though, they do have 2 threats. So what would you guys want them to do?
As help vehicle to see that.
Does it count as
ship crit. You just type out exclamation mark ship crit.
Okay, ship crit.
All one thing.
Oh, let me just double check really quick. Does this
and
have
this
any
is where everything
vicious?
goes.
No.
Oh, this is where everything explodes.
Component hit! Until the
Roll,
end of the following round. Oh boy. And I gotta dig up another book for the component table. Oh no, it's in here too. Yay! Large ship.
Does their 2 threat count as 2 advantage in our case?
No, it counts as 2 threat.
Okay.
But it's against you, so you guys get to figure out how you want it to be applied.
I'm looking for the threat table in just regular, shit combat. I'm just where is it?
It's just after actions and maneuvers.
We should give them seasickness in the sky.
There's no threat or despair on this. It's just...
Oh, yes, I see. That's right. There's a glitch. Yeah, they're weird.
Pull up another book.
Yeah. Let's see. What's a good system to do?
Starship vehicles.
It's on page 109?
The landing gear weapons system.
Which doesn't have a page 109.
Okay, here we go.
Hyperdrive shields.
I'll give you
of course it's all one out hyperdrive.
Yeah.
Let's go with add a blue to the targeted character's next gunnery or piloting check.
All right.
That's 2 threat.
So you feel sufficiently maneuvered by the fact that you've taken a big bomb hit. You've taken a direct hit to your engines.
Oh God.
So your speed drops to 0.
This is going horribly for us.
Okay.
And so the way that works is your speed's reduced by 1 point until the end of the next round, I think.
Mm-hmm. So all the reliefs can get all of us.
You can fix it with it's an easy crit to fix. Don't panic. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, your speed's reduced by 1 until you can fix it or the following round.
Okay. Well,
you hear a yell up from the engine room. We got a breach of the engine section. It's flooding.
Okay.
3 more good rolls for Omega and we're basically dead.
Correct. Though they do have limited ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's at least 20 of them, right?
Stop thinking about the problem. Start thinking about the solution.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, so
I'm just thinking our life depended on Omega rolling badly.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
You don't die if you run out of hull trauma. You have to roll a plus 150 crit before you explode and die. And even then, the guys don't necessarily automatically explode and die. You just blow up the sub.
Yeah.
And honestly, you did pretty good with the fact that you did that whole thing. Somebody just needs to go ahead and repair it.
Oliver, go ahead and repair it.
Well, yeah, I was really quickly just going to say that also technically no, because they're all minions going at once. They're a minion group, so yeah, they're all firing bombs. Just one of the bombs happens to actually hit you.
Okay.
That's how they get upgrades on this and stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, they do want to actually hit you with most of their bombs, but if they don't, they're going to run out of bombs. And then it's going to be just trying to shoot you with lasers and stuff.
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, anyway, that was a complete NPC turn. It is now 2 PC slots in a row.
Marth, do you want to go first in an attempt to fix the engines?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, good sir.
It's easy. Yep.
Hopefully the bridge crew can help you the crew, the engine can help you or something.
Well, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he's actually physically running his ass from the co-pilot seat to the engine room, so it may just be more that he's yelling at the crews to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use my mechanics.
It's pretty good.
Good luck.
Oh, it's Marth rolling. It's fine. See?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I just heard myself echo.
It's only 1 perp, so.
Any difficulty is too much difficulty for Axe.
We should roll with no difficulty whatsoever.
And somehow, even.
What?
It still failed.
Well, I mean, it's possible. You could roll nothing. There are blank faces on every die.
All dice have cancelled out.
That's happened before.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, often on your strain recovery checks. Nobody's blanked out on an initiative check yet, I think. They'll sometimes come close. Okay, that was your action. You have fixed it. Somebody in a pilot seat still needs to do the accelerate maneuver so you to actually start moving again, but, yeah.
He still has a maneuver left.
Yeah, you're co-piloting. You could just accelerate.
So could you spend that? Could you spend that advantage to maybe add a bonus to a check, or we add another backdoor things?
Axe is really paranoid. You should give him blue dice so he feels better about his life.
I was more saying to yourself or black dice, so the next bomb doesn't hit us. Hopefully.
Think I need 2 advantages?
No, just 1.
What?
1 for comm seas and 1 for submarine maneuvers.
Okay. I need to pop that fun chart out.
Fun chart.
I guess I'll do. I guess I'll do submarine maneuvers.
Okay.
fractional accelerate.
There's now another PC slot.
It's time to fire 2 missile silos. Well, not silos, but you know what I mean.
Well, okay, so you're doing a special action to fire 2 then.
Yes?
Because you can't just make a normal attack with 2.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Oh yeah, because Omega doesn't want to deal with 3 other NPCs firing.
Yeah, basically.
No, that's very true.
You're yelling at the gunnery teams to either fire in sequence or just, hey, you in particular, shoot.
So this counts as technically the concentrated barrage rules?
I guess.
Well, it depends. Depends what you got. You got a couple options. You can do overwhelming.
Sorry, just quickly reading this. I think overwhelming barrage might be good in this situation.
Oh, you can't because technically they're all smaller than us.
Oh,
they have to be. They have to be self-fiber more.
No, you have to be self-fiber more. 2 weapons,
vehicles in this way must have vehicles hit in this way must have a silhouette equal or higher than that of the original target.
Yeah, the original target.
Yeah, we're not the target X. We're the firer. The target is what we're hitting.
Yeah, they're all still 3, so you can. It's basically so you can't shenanigans. I'm gonna shoot this Star Destroyer, and also fuck you, TIE fighters. But when you're trying to fire at an area burst on a bunch of fighters, it works.
Okay, I thought I was useless at basically hitting something larger than us.
No, that's not what that means.
Gunnery check at what difficulty dice would you say this would be?
Well, they are 2.
What the fuck? PlayStation.
You are 2 larger than the target, so it is a hard check.
Okay, and you know what's the funny thing? Because if I remember correctly, Lucky gave me a boost die from one of the earlier actions.
Can you use Clanker Killer on this? I do think you can.
I was about to
droids.
I could use Clanker Killer.
I think that works. They are droids. They have special rules for that.
One automatic success.
Hey, Loth. Aim.
Oh yeah, you can totally aim.
You can totally aim, yeah. 2.
Yeah, 2 automatic successes. While having advantages would be nice to hit more vehicles, a hard check is still a hard check.
Yeah. Hope you get rid of advantage.
Luckily, they don't have any shields or nothing. So,
fuck you!
Oh, hey.
Oh, well, okay.
It does.
One of those guys is very fucked. Possibly 2.
The droids is over the comms.
Yeah, you're firing concussion missile, so that's 10 damage.
The base damage of them is...
Do you do any bonus damage with that? Do you have for gunnery?
Each success equals +1.
No, I don't have deadly accuracy for gunnery.
Okay, so actually, no. They have 14. The bombers have 14. I assume you're shooting at a bomber because they're right on top of you.
Yes, those are the. Sorry, those are the guys right on top of us.
So they have 14 hull threshold.
Great. So
you hit them very goo, but not enough to shoot any down. And you roll 2 threat.
Dumb question.
But don't our guns have breach 4?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, breach 4. But
breach is armor. They have 3 armor. I didn't add it. That still only 10 damage.
Oh,
How is 10 damage more than 14, Axe?
Oh, I was thinking it was like,
Omega.
I thought it was armor.
Sorry to bug you. What does guided mean again?
You have to roll advantage for that.
Oh, okay, my bad. Again, just double checking.
Guided is if you miss, you can activate the guided quality. At the end of the combat round, the missile rolls green dice equal to its guided rating to try and hit the target. So it could theoretically swing around and hit them, but you rolled threat there, so.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Just wanted to double check to see. But yeah, no. I'm fine with that result. I hit it, didn't kill it, but, heavily damaged it, at least. Yeah. If it's got 14 hull threshold and I did 10 damage.
Wait, how many are in that minion group, or is it a single bomber? I forget.
4-man minion group. Ooh. This does, however, mean that I'm pretty sure that means technically if you do crit, you drop 1.
Yeah.
So you're going for crits more than actual hitting.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, for the bombers anyway, they are a little unless you roll really good. I don't know, because if he got advantage for if you did concentrate for multiple hits, or overwhelming could even do multiple hits since they're all clustered, you can do some really nasty damage. But for now, just one fire of missiles. They get hit with some shrapnel, but they're not done for yet. And let's go for a strike. Basically, debris rains down on the ship, so you suffer 2 system strain.
No!
I can keep healing everyone.
That's your action and stuff.
Yeah, that's my action and maneuver, because I aimed.
Yep. That's why I said and stuff.
So now 2 NPC roles go. So this is just going to be the escorts. They're just going to try and keep up with their bomber friends.
Nope.
So, actually, this is a different stat line I haven't rolled yet, so let me double check and look.
Also, just as a thing, I feel that me and Marth should go after the bombers go, because if we go, the blacks go away.
Correct.
So,
well, technically, I think it's just you, because you are the pilot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, so the two black dice for summary maneuvers go away at the end of the pilot's next turn. So, but okay, so these guys do have a positive handling. However, I will let you know, vulture droids only have a hull threshold of 8, so if you probably hit them at all with a missile, they die. The bombers are just a little bit beefier.
Which is understandable.
Okay, so they catch up with you as a maneuver. Do I also want to have them shoot missiles at you? Nah, that'll be their emergency reserve, is they'll shoot. So they'll just maneuver and they'll try and interpose themselves. Actually, yeah, we've got 3 advantage. What can they do? Can they do anything fun on generics? Let's troops. Actually, I'll ask you guys. So does this so technically they're not targeting you, but they are chasing you. Would it make sense for them to add a black to your next piloting or gunnery check? I'm thinking specifically your gunnery checks.
Yeah,
that makes sense to me.
Okay. They'll spend 2 advantage to they're going to basically buzz you. They're going to get in front of your guns to block for their buddies. Because they're escorts.
By the way, Omega, can you post those special actions that we can take?
Yeah, sure, I'll repost them. Let me take a...
Repost them?
Well, I posted them a million years ago, but they didn't have the 4th one, so hold on, let me print them. And make an slightly awkward edit, because there's a page break in there.
You can't just edit the notes page of it?
Well, I gotta, squish them together then. It's a table, so...
Yeah.
They're run across 2 sections.
Imagine it look a bit like this. Just the way disjointed, disconnected feeling.
Yeah, I switched it out.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that cover and fire is looking real appealing right now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to roll for the second set of fighters to get in there with you. Yay, positive handling. Jiminy Christmas.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy fuck.
That's a lot.
Super advantage.
Of advantages. You guys did say it was okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add 3 more black to your next pilot or gunnery check.
Then I guess then look, you have to do a leadership check.
The second set of bombers, because they can catch up because they're much faster than you. They speed right on up and just because vulture droids have variable geometry. I imagine they just start hovering over you and popping their little wing arms out and woo, blurring in front of your guns and stuff. Really annoying. By the way, they have melee attacks when they do this, and it's really ludicrous.
Oh,
they do 9 normal damage though. It's a personal scale attack. I'm like, this is ludicrous. Why wouldn't they just shoot you? They've got huge guns. Anyway, it's because they're trying to reconcile all this stuff. I guess the Jedi could probably tap them for damage.
Drag me closer. I want to hit them with my claws.
But okay, that's the end of the round. It's top of the round. It is a PC slot. Your next pilot or gunnery check has 4 black dice.
Hey, just because Axe is worried about the black dice, should I just roll gunnery anyway?
I was thinking that Lucky should do covering fire first.
No,
because you could do leadership.
Lucky, I'm telling you right now, Lucky's gonna do covering fire, but honestly, Aramaa feels uncomfortable just being kind of out in the open while lasers fire down, so she wants you to try and bring us under.
I was more saying that that's not okay.
That's not what Axe.
I was thinking you're thinking of firing team, not cover. Okay. But all right.
I know exactly what I want to do. It's covering fire, but again, I want like I said, seeing lasers rain up down around me. I'm like, and I also don't want to be hit by bombers that are already on top of us. So Axe, if you would please go and bring us under.
Okay, I'll do that. It's gonna be hard with 7 blacks or no, 6 blacks.
That was 5.
No, handling's -2.
Oh, that's right.
It is a pilot check.
I'm gonna.
No, I did offer to do a gunnery check, but you said no. So go ahead, Axe.
Well, I don't know. I'd probably let plot course take out some of those blacks, but you can't do plot course and dive surface because they're both actions. Yep.
Okay.
Axe is going to somehow fail to submerge.
I mean, it's a hard check.
Honestly, outright failure is probably the least harmful but funniest.
Wait, what do you mean we're rising? How did that happen?
Oh shit. Reverse controls. Sorry.
I just think about like that scene from Independence Day when Will Smith's trying to do the thing and he has like, oh wait, someone put this upside down and flips the fucking paper upside down.
Yeah, flips the sticky note.
I just feel terrible over this whole thing. Okay.
Why? Not your fault.
Don't take personal responsibility. Lucky is telling you, as your commanding officer, to dive the ship. Even though that's kind of a bad idea right now. Because your scopes are filled with droids.
This feels like a moment where I feel like I really shouldn't take the order, but I don't know what to do then.
If you want to disobey, go for it.
You just have to deal with the in-character consequences afterward.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
I was wondering if Marth could just co-pilot, so I actually can make sure he takes speed. But...
Well, then after that, we're gonna have a PC, and we're probably gonna get hit again.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Alright, fucking here we go. Oh, right.
Those are the wrong dice type.
I did the wrong dice. I pressed... I did the...
Yep, no. Hey, that's fair. We've had that problem before.
I did the wrong dice by accident.
You
I saw that you
can...
might have blue and just went, wait a second.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
That's 2 successes
Okay,
and 5 advantage. So yeah, actually...
Now, Axe, what
I
I need you to
delete that,
do
please.
is get
Can you
exactly
do
the
that,
same
Omega?
result again.
Well, I can delete
That's
it, yeah. We don't have to, but if you want to get it out of here.
Just get it, because it's not helping us.
I mean, we post gifts and all stuff all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
Loth usually takes us away after a second, though.
Yeah,
Because they
can
are
be
very distracting.
I got
Yes.
nuts!
That's a lot of nuts. That'd
Holy
be 4
shit.
bucks, baby. You want fries with
okay.
that?
What?
Yeah,
He succeeded
yeah.
with threat,
you-
but he succeeded.
Ate a lot of those black dice.
Yep.
Well, since it was so amusing last time, it's time for everybody to get seasick again.
No!
It's like,
He hits the Camo slams the emergency dive button. The alarm
This
blares.
sub has terrible.
Marv, hopefully we can... I think at least you can do... I can actually do my...
look at that.
You're fine, though.
Yeah, you're technically
All
fine.
blanks on for greens and purples. Only thing that roll. The only dice that don't have blank faces are force dice.
Yeah, because they literally don't. Okay, Camo's fine. Everybody's fine.
Can I-
So I'll just spend 1 success to get 1. Spend 1 light pip to get 1 success so I don't get.
I can't
seasick.
fucking believe that.
Also,
Just
another
all
thing,
blank
I can
except
now...
for
At
force
least
dice.
I can now probably do the maneuver with only 2 black this time.
Oh yeah, but hey, Axe, look, you rolled 6 black dice and still succeeded.
I was expecting it to get, over 3
Well, I mean,
failures.
they are still just the 6-siders. I think 2 of those faces are blank.
Yeah.
Anyway, Aramaa is
Like,
spending
we-
all her life force points on advantage, and she's gonna heal to strain.
Okay, now to
like-
drive. So now
You
we can
rolled
do the
like
same-
6 blue dice and most of them have come up
So it's
blank
still hard, right?
before.
Yes, it is still hard, but no other
Okay.
features.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters is that now Loth takes 2 black dice on all combat attacks, because inaccurate too.
But that's fine. I'll take it. I don't want us being hit.
Well, yeah,
It
you
also-
and now you have 2 defense, though, is the thing. On
Yeah.
top
Yeah,
of the
we
fact...
trade-
Well, actually, no, you
We
lost your
technically
submarine
traded.
maneuvers.
Yeah, we traded into the two black we already had. So
On the other hand, those are permanent while you're submerged, and
Yeah.
Technically, any one of you, if you think you've got a good discipline roll, could go for run silent. That means your difficulty for piloting is upgraded, but still.
I had 2 discipline.
For discipline,
willpower.
You
Oh,
can try
yeah.
to run silent.
Or-
We'll
Marth
discuss
has
that in a second.
discipline.
Axe should roll the hard check too, with still 2 black, because handling. Okay. You do not gain any lead. You do, however, get 3 advantages if you want to spend those on something.
yeah, let's hit the table.
You can get rid of a bomber right now.
Good. Yeah. When you just submerge, you just splash one of the bombers, and it causes it to reel out.
Honestly, by this point, why not? Because it's like otherwise
Sure,
I could
okay.
do.
He got water on me. I'm gonna rust over now.
Yeah, might as well just take
No,
it
I
out.
think droid ships are like cold-blooded killers. They're
Oh,
not comic
shit.
relief.
I think at
Damn
some point
it.
we might need. I hope hopefully Kavis can start co-piloting, so I actually can have a chance of getting some distance.
Okay, well, do the lost vehicle.
Kavis
again-
kicks you out of the driver's seat.
Also,
My turn now.
you say so you have a hope of a chance. You're rolling 4 dice, positive dice, 2 yellows, 2 greens, of which the 2 setback dice were nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And if you're that concerned, you should not do Lost 'em, and you should do Wind in Our Sails instead, and just suck up all the enemies. Suck up the fact that all the enemies stay in.
Yeah.
I'm hearing no responses, so I will assume Axe will not do that. Down NPC slot, I think.
I believe so.
Okay. So I'll make it just because I want to see if stuff changes. I'll make it so it's the bombers there are less of now go. So it's still only 1 but they have 1 less green die.
Thank God.
Because one of them got lost, and they have 2 setback dice.
Yes.
Do they want to aim at all? Nah. I'll save their maneuvers in case they need to, like, fly or steer. Okay, they can't crit you, because technically they did not hit you.
A singular triumph and nothing else.
These are some spicy rolls.
I think the dice bot is sick with us at this point. He's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
He's a weird one.
a crit for that?
Oh no, it's our own ferryman.
Who's a weird one, Mr. Grinch?
Oh, they can upgrade stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the easiest to do. We'll upgrade the next set of bombers check. Oh no. They pitch some bombs. Oh, actually, I just realized these guys do need a roll to catch up with you first. I'm dumb. The first set of bombers, they were... Oh wait, no. This would be the ones that hit you already. Okay. No, it is fine. I got my bombers mixed up. Yeah, okay. So they will let the next guys catch up, basically. So these guys have fired 2 bombs. They drop some bombs, they don't hit you. It's because of your water. Just boom, boom. Well, I guess technically I could activate the Triumph to do blast, because I missed. But what's the blast rating on those bombs?
Does breach apply to the blast rating?
I don't think so. Yeah,
Gotta be direct hit for that breach.
They could pop blast 8, but I like the upgrade better. They need their buddies to catch up, and we need everybody in this clustercluck. Okay, that's an NPC turn. It's now a PC turn.
Aramaa will go.
Okay.
So just these are actions, correct? Yes.
Yes,
okay.
These are all actions.
So Aramaa will slam the comms button and scream at the alicorn. It's all like, we need covering fire now, and she's going to make a hard upgraded once leadership check.
Mm-hmm. Open up their turbo lasers.
It's actually a pretty challenging roll.
Actually, you know the system goes to 5, right? I know it's called hard, but 3 dice is actually kind of the median for amount of difficulty you can do.
I feel like sometimes when I say a thing, you just take every chance to like tear it apart, even if I don't fully mean a thing by it.
Well, you should be more careful in your words and deeds, then, Axe. I mean, you're saying stuff
out loud. I've never been good at that, though.
Well, Axe, let me just tell you right now. I'm rolling this check. I still outstrip it, like, via...
Yeah, you got a lot. And you won't fail.
No.
Because you can do that in success.
Loth, you okay?
Oh, no, my asthma started acting up again.
Okay,
but,
I just thought every time.
I
I just was worried it was something bad, or you're laughing every time we...
I saw the triumph and somehow thought it was a despair, and I was like really worried.
Nope, so I'll spend 2 of those light points to upgrade myself to 1 success.
Okay.
Which will mean that, let's see, if checks any, also foreign lower ships at short range of the sub, upgrade the difficulty of content checks once, and again for each, double advantage on the check.
Which you have 2.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, you have 2 advantage.
I'll upgrade checks.
2 upgrades.
Yep. And let's see. Well, let's do something fun with the Triumph.
I mean, you could order the Crazy Ivan. Just go nuts.
Yeah, let's go nuts. Crazy Ivan.
Okay. So you tell Camo to do the cutback drop turn, because what it's referencing is it's an actual submarine maneuver where you basically do a 180 loop and start double check what's behind you. It's a Russian submarine move. That's why it's called the Crazy Ivan.
It's 3 upgrades, and then we upgrade once.
Yes, you upgrade your gunnery checks once because you've got a good position until the end of the pilot's next turn. So you've spun it around really good. Turbo laser shots start raining down blasts. There's some sizzling noises overhead because you've put a couple dozen meters of water between you and the surface, but still, turbo lasers are very powerful, very spicy.
Yep.
Big sizzles. Okay. You still have a maneuver, I believe.
What can I do with a maneuver? Let me think here. I don't think I can actually do much. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll just let it float on by. I can't do anything.
Alrighty. It is now an NPC slot, right? Yeah, they alternate for a little bit, then we double up. I had it here somewhere, but I've unfortunately made you guys roll a lot of dice. Yeah, the second PC slot is not the second PC slot. Yeah, you got it. So, despite the fact that they got boatloads of upgrades, that second set of bombers will try and actually close with you because they didn't actually close with you before. So, as they maneuver, they will roll.
Like 3 upgrades or something? Is it 2?
Yeah, it's 3 I think it's like 3 total upgrades.
And we have defensive too, so.
Because you did. You got the blanket barrage effect, and then you pulled the Crazy Ivan. So that's red, no setback. Because they're piloting. But if they get threats or despair on this, they might get hit.
Wait, I thought it was 3 upgrades, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, it's only it's
right,
average.
right.
Starts at average.
But they failed, but they got advantage.
Oh, actually, no, they don't. That's combat checks they get the upgrade for. So I gotta roll it again. They still do get the piloting upgrade for Crazy Ivan. So let me try that again.
Despair. Come on.
Boy, we're taking a long time. You had to think about that one. No, okay. They do succeed, but with big threat.
Big threat energy.
Yeah, 2 threats. What's that? Probably like add a black to their next check? Or add a blue to your next check?
We may perform either one maneuver per targeted active character. Yeah, let's just add a blue next piloting or gun check.
Alright, so they're very slow cruising, but they are now in range, so they will attempt to do that, but with shooting. Now they're upgraded 3 times, so it starts at 1. So that's just Rora.
I see that flying
2
casually.
setback, 1 because they got a boost from the other guy. Actually, whatever.
Yes!
Holy shit.
It happened!
Okay, so they're going to take a hit from Turbo Laser, which is 9, I think.
Jesus!
Light Turbo Laser is 9 with, like, reach 1.
They got Steve! No, wait, these are the hardcore robots, never mind.
Could I also get the despair on a failed check thing on our C table?
No.
Okay.
The despair is that they take a hit because of the upgrades.
Okay.
So they take a spicy hit. They're slightly exploded. And they failed, obviously, but they did get a lot of advantage. So what do I want to turn that into? The pilot checks are already average. I probably should have thought of that one better. Let's spend 2 on Ocean Spray, so you upgrade gunnery checks targeting them once. So they get a defensive upgrade as they cruise low and slow over the surface hunting for you. And we'll give themselves Calm Seas for 1, and they'll give one of their buddies a boost on their next pilot. That'll be all 5 of their advantage. It is now 2 PC slots in a row? Yes.
Yes.
Indeed it is. Marth, do you mind if I go first this time? Go. Oh boy, let's see how many fucking checks
One
do I have
upgrade.
to roll.
Don't forget to aim.
Yes, Axe. I will aim for and make these advantages, which are V's, right?
Yeah, advantage is this.
Okay,
what else
and
do we
it's
have?
hard.
It is upgraded once, and you are inaccurate 2 right now.
Yeah, so 2 setback, 1 extra green from having it be upgraded.
No, not... Well, actually, yeah, you upgraded positive and negative, that's right.
Yeah. Crazy Ivan, and then this.
Okay, so upgrade one of those purples to red.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, actually, that's a good question. Are you targeting that group, or are you targeting a group you already hit?
Oh, probably would have targeted the group I already hit.
Okay, they do not have a
Consistent
defensive
damage.
upgrade then.
Okay, so...
Oh, okay, actually, that's important. The Turbo Laser is 9 damage, but is reach 2, actually. So that's 1 more point of damage the main group, the otherwise unhit group took.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure I've got this correct. Sorry. It's just that there's so many additions and modifiers.
There's a lot of stuff going back and forth. You guys are rolling really high on that threat and advantage right now.
So upgrade the check once for me.
Yes, for Crazy Ivan.
2 setback because we're underwater. Yep. 2 boost die, which I've converted to advantage, and then 3 purple dice.
Yeah, if you're making a hard check.
Is there anything else?
Upgrade to red, 1 red.
Nope, he's not targeting that group.
Oh, that's right.
Are you doing a special barrage, or are you just having one of the batteries fire?
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have specified. Where is that sheet? Oh, well, I think I would have done the one of the special barrages. I don't know where I put that though.
It's in the
lost the
holocron.
page. Oh wait, no, I've got it right here. I'd like to do a concentrated barrage, please.
Sure.
Come on, dice, don't fail me now. Well, never mind. Actually, you know what? I'd like to use my natural trooper roll to re-roll a gunnery check once per session.
Are you sure? That's giving up 3 advantage and a triumph, my dude.
But he doesn't hit them.
I don't hit
well, I mean, for 3 advantage, you could activate Guided, have
right,
roll
yeah,
dice at the end.
Great.
Actually, yeah, sure. I'll roll guided. Never mind. I won't do that reroll. Thank
Okay.
you very much for reminding me.
And you can do whatever
And
crazy
again,
eyes
like,
is.
if you don't, can you still just remove them from combat even if you don't hit?
Yeah, you can do that whenever.
Yeah, I'll do that then with the triumph.
Discord, but also yes, that's not written in the document, but obviously all of the advantage ones you can also spend triumph. All the threat ones you can also spend despair.
Force one enemy craft to suffer a minor collision from a particularly high wave or sudden gust of wind.
Oh, you want to do a collision? Okay.
I thought that's what we meant by taking out, but okay.
No, that's actually literally lost them.
Oh, my bad. I'm not the smartest person sometimes.
Hey, Lucky, what is it? What does despair say on that other chart you found?
For which one?
The vehicle combat.
Despair is let me pull it up real quick.
It's probably
Would you?
successful check, minor collision, failed check, major collision.
And I'll copy paste real quick.
Yeah,
Just in this case,
so-
the terrain one has specific rules for what effects happen when you hit stuff.
Should I go with Lost 'em or High Waves?
Well, no, because a collision is a crit,
Oh, okay.
so then he's done for real.
Okay.
Lost him, they can still
Collision.
come back. Okay,
That's
one of
right.
them gets a wave. A couple of your missiles detonate underwater and just swamp one of the bombers, and it goes under. They're not designed to swim underwater. Where the funk are item categories in this goddamn motherfucker?
You want me to give you guided?
Yes, what does guided do? I want to know what the effects are. I know it's roll
Hang
green
on
dice, but
one second. Hang on. Let me link it. real
Oh,
quick.
yes. I found it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, it's on page 12.
And I'll just do this. There.
Requires 3 to activate, and it's at the end of the round. Number of, that's equal to guide range. Difficulty calculated by comparing 0 silhouette to silhouette target.
Okay. As
So
if you were still 0. Okay. That is the important bit I wanted to get to. Okay, so you spend 3 to guided, and you spend your triumph to just blow up one of them.
Yep.
Take a collision, they go in the water.
So at the very end of the round, after they get their second action, I roll 3 green dice and whatever purples I need to. But-
Okay.
That's for the end of the round. It is now your blah blah. It's now your turn, Marth.
Yep.
I almost said it's now your sir. I'm like, wait a second.
Wait a minute.
I left my sir back home. I think that went pretty well.
As I said, this is intense.
Okay.
Oh
there.
yeah, no.
Yeah, if I don't roll
Ship
success, I'm
combat.
fucked, yeah.
No, it's fun, though.
I mean, I don't know if you are, though. As Loth has seriously damaged one of them just with one hit, and has taken out 2 of them not by hitting them, thanks to advantage and triumph and stuff. Yeah. So, we'll see. I mean, if you guys just let them just sit still and let them bomb you, I guess it's probably possible, but yeah.
I'm just thinking either.
Like, the co-pilot goes until the piloting actually makes a piloting check, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you might as well do that one.
The co-pilot one?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking about the run silent, but I'm not going to do that.
Run
Like I said,
sound's
we
not
get-
bad, but I
In the situation we're in, I don't think it helps.
yeah, you guys have missed a chance where you haven't moved, so you've got quite a ways to go to the rendezvous point, so you probably want to start making progress again, and then once you're a little bit away, and who knows, maybe you want to set that up so that you guys, don't get a lot of chance for them to shenanigans you, where you, go back
Okay.
and forth real fast.
I guess the co-pilot is going to be average? Or
Alright, Sith Law.
Did it say average? I think it says average.
Thank you for getting that, Lucky.
Who would get it? Yes, Copilot is average.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so he and not he. I'm going to send those 3 light tips to cancel out all threat.
Fair enough. Okay,
That was
you
ruined.
downgrade the difficulty. Is it
By 3?
additional successes? Or just total successes? Each success, okay. You downgrade it by 3, so it is now a simple check.
Okay.
Unless
Simple
it's upgraded.
complex.
Now Axe can finally be happy. There is no difficulty dice to roll.
Yeah.
I never.
Actually, you might not say things in so many words, but you have a very defeatist attitude sometimes.
I make this joke, Axe, because literally any difficulty level, you sound upset and concerned that you won't succeed, which is a little counterproductive because, as we've noticed, you can, in fact, literally roll nothing but good dice and still somehow fuck it up. Or you can do like you did earlier. You can roll a shitload of bad dice and be like, "Oh, holy shit, I made it!" So again, it's about your. I
guess I worry about disappointing you guys too much, but I guess it's like
you really shouldn't.
Nobody
else but you is concerned about that.
I get already doesn't matter.
Yeah, again, we don't care. Like, I've already got plans to do if like the sub is like literally bisection, we have to do like
Well, so long as they don't blow up your docking bay, you guys can just jump in a ship and fly the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because we got everything we needed.
Yeah,
knock on wood for that.
Don't worry about the sitting of it.
Though I will say, since you've gone to all this trouble of trying to capture it, you will probably get less duty if you fail to capture it, but you'll still get something. The mission is still accomplished.
Again, just roll with it. Do your best of the situation.
I bet you guys roll his checks.
Well, yes. You guys went double, right? So it's the two others?
Yeah. It's not
so
the
two
escorts.
NPCs. You guys haven't moved. Do they want to just try and... This is interesting, because you guys haven't actually moved, other than submerging and, like, trying to shake off, so...
Actually, wait.
They attack, don't they? They still suffer the two.
Co-pilot's in action, so is there anything Marth can do as a maneuver?
Probably not, because you've already tried to drive this turn.
We've moved along the y-axis, but not the x-axis, which is confusing for them. It's like, what now?
This does not compute.
Yeah, and also you probably like to do the crazy Ivan. You probably like submerged and like doubled back or something weird, so you threw them off, which is obviously working because they haven't hit you yet this turn.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, I guess the question is just do the escorts try and strafe you or something, or do they just?
Well, I would like to remind you that we did just do a crazy thing, and there are still turbo layers firing around us.
Yeah, does that technically go away?
It goes away
at the end of the pilot's turn, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
So it lasts until you go again. Because I think the idea is that when the pilot goes, you attempt to keep maneuvering at speed, so you're in a different spot, so the effect is lost. In that case, yeah, I'll just have them roll their maneuver to maintain.
And if they get dread or despair, typically get hit because we haven't actually moved technically.
Not Sissa, Bubba, because they have +2 handling. Okay. Group 1 is fine. They're staying on target. And they're also fine. Okay. Do you want to do anything with that Toozer? Yeah, sure.
Toozer.
We'll I'm tired of passing you guys black dice. We'll let them give the one that's not seriously damaged, that hasn't lost anybody a boost die. Okay, that is the end of the round, I believe. Everybody's gone. Mm-hmm. So it is now
the
PC
missiles.
slots. Oh yeah, no, guided. It's first.
Yeah, guided. So
from the missiles.
So they are larger. They are 2 still larger than you because they're still they're more than 2, but there's still 3. You're still 0 technically. So this is an easy check with 3 greens.
Yeah. Let's go.
See if you get them.
No.
Rip 1 advantage.
It comes around and then instantly does another 3 180. It's like, wait, what are you doing?
What?
It probably runs out of fuel and falls on the boost.
just plops.
I mean, that happens when you do tight maneuvers. Missiles aren't supposed to turn and burn for a long time. Still fun, though. Close.
Yeah. Yep.
I guess you can...
You could do Camo waters or something. Is that a fucking ants? There are tiny ants in my computer desk. I'll have to get some bait later. Anyway, enough about me. So that was guided. Just lost my place in my guy.
Yep, PC. Top of the round.
So, what are you thinking about? Axe does have a very good check, but you do have several effects which stop then. Do you want to just have him go ahead and move, or do you want to do any setup first?
So, pilot's neck check. Yeah, let's keep the barrage going for a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
Unless, Axe, you really want to start moving.
No. Loth have your chance.
No.
Then... Okay, so Aramaa will go then. And she's gonna do... some battle meditation.
A thing.
Ooh.
Oh.
How does that work in this case? We're all across the ship.
Well,
you're not mostly across the ship.
No, I just gotta hit people in the goddamn bridge.
Yeah, you just gotta hit the player characters. There is a
Backhand them with
later...
success.
I think it's a magnitude upgrade where you can specifically switch to planetary scale so you can battle med between ships. But you don't need that much range right now.
Or you could they battle med an entire army in a mass combat.
That too, probably. I don't think battle meditation's explicitly designed for that, but...
No, it's not. Like I said, I can't... even if I'm doing things, I still have to hit individual targets. When I'm on mass combat and, dozens upon hundreds of dudes, Aramaa can't do that.
Fair.
But
it's just it's so you can use it in vehicle combats. Ooh, boy.
Oh wow!
Oh boy! Oh boy!
So range, and then like how many
So
success
upgrade.
upgrades?
So one to
Yeah.
activate,
So okay.
one
So
to
let me think here. So yeah, I take one to. I need one. I need one to activate. That's one success. One for range, so I can reach all you boys. And with the 4, yeah, I can just pop 2 more success on top of that. So
Okay.
yeah,
Everybody gets 3
Everyone-
success. Battle meditation.
Damn.
Aramaa
I guess
pops
Loth will
buffs.
go next, and we'll see how that goes.
And this is to go
He doesn't
even
have to.
further beyond.
He doesn't have to go next.
Loth doesn't really
NPCs
get the
will
crazy
go.
Ivan upgrade.
Yeah, that's until the end of the pilot's next turn. I mean, if you want to give him the crazy Ivan benefit, sure, but we'll see. Okay. So, and an NPC goes. The bombers who are still full will go. Let's see. I think they're still on top of you, so they don't need to roll to keep up. So, the barrage effect
Upgrade
hasn't
for
ended, so now this is upgraded 3 times.
Yeah.
Rora.
See how this goes.
2 setback. 1 boost, because they got that effect. It's like stay on target and stuff, dude. Oh, stay on target would upgrade any incoming and outgoing attacks until your next turn. Sure, they'll stay on target. They'll get a free upgrade. They're definitely not going to get hit by bombs or anything. Roll.
Oh, that was weird. On my screen, it looked all blank.
failure, but advantage.
So stay on target makes something get hit by their other fellows.
They somehow fly right past us.
Yeah, we'll do ocean spray again. So these guys bomb the ocean. Actually, wait, no. I will actually activate blast this time. That's right. I can do that for 2 because you're submerged. So you would take blast 8. So you would take 8, but you have 4 armor, which actually applies in this case. So you take 4.
Okay.
You're now at
So we're
14 out of
14.
45.
Okay. So we can take 2
ship
more bombs and then
rocks.
something else.
You know, the ship rocks gently as detonations go overhead. Things shake. One of the Nemoidian engineers about how, you know, she can't take much more of this. I'm giving her all she's got.
So, Loth, you want to take a shot?
Me? Oh, I gladly take a shot. Sorry, I was busy looking up a picture because I was thinking of more dumb reactions too. I'm getting 6 white force pips.
Okay, well, you can stop now. It's your turn.
Yeah, it is my turn, and I will roll. I will roll the good, another concentrated barrage, I believe. Actually, no. Can I do? I'd like to do an overwhelming barrage.
Sure, you want to try and get some of them together? That's fair. They're all pretty
Yeah.
clustered up. Okay, so actually, this is a good question. Because there's the one you've been picking on that has 2 ships gone from it and 1 ship damaged, or there's the one that just hit you with that bomb explosion, who are only slightly damaged and haven't lost any yet, but they stayed on target, so you can upgrade your check targeting them. Again.
Payback. You also get the crazy Ivan still?
No, it still applies. That would be 2 upgrades.
Yeah, it's
Plus
another
three
yellow.
There's success, and I don't think the boost goes away, so...
Yeah, I don't think you've got any boost right now unless you're aiming.
I was wondering if we did the clear waters from the last... off of the guided, so...
Yeah, so I've still got 2 S's because we're submerged.
Yep.
And 3 purples again, and no upgrades to that.
No, there should be no upgrades to combat.
Okay, in which case, this is the roll.
It's a lot of roll.
Oh, but
And
I'll take it.
Pretty
It's just a
even
shame
raise
that the purple dice got fucking like doubles every
you
time.
can do an extra hit to the one vehicle in short range from the original.
Yeah, it's 1 advantage, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah, so you do it was 6. So you do 9 damage with a lot of breach. So you take care of all their armor.
But like, damn, it can't, like, literally all those dice cancel it out. It's like,
So yeah, do you want to also hit the other bomber group with your 1 advantage?
Yes, with using that advantage.
So I will say that second hit eats up the one you hit the first time. So that one of the bombers is now just 1 bomber. As you actually finally shoot down, you know. I don't know which rear or front you're doing, but you're alternating basically 2 every time, and just
Yeah.
you know, you yell in the comms, "Fire for wide area burst," and they, you know, fire up a bunch of missiles. It's very Macross right now.
What I always imagine happening was
Italo
some kind of
Circus!
stupid luck where like I hit one ship and it just spirals into another and it just keeps.
Well, that's true,
continuing.
because you do actually kill one in the first group too, your initial group, because that was hit like turbo laser fire. So you get 2 kills. Boom, boom, boom. You know, chunks of debris fall into the ocean.
Fuck you.
Okay. Is now
Aramaa,
an
you're
NPC slot?
you're the game changer here.
That battle meditation is good.
Yes,
Yeah, that sounds
yes
about right.
it's
Yep. Look how fucking colorful that is. Holy shit.
Well, that is the signature of the Atano style circus, is all the extra missile contrails and shit.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, they even do this effect in one of the FGO CMs. I think it's the Fate Zero one, where Gilgamesh is shooting a lot of multicolored noble phantasms that all explode.
Yeah, chasing the jet.
Yeah, chasing the jet and Mash. I didn't notice that from the CM the first time, but Jet Dad gives Mash a ride on his jet. It's adorable.
Yeah. Good dad.
Okay. So this now completely alone man will roll
my friends
one green die.
Wait, does it Marth go?
No, it's an NPC slot. This was
right.
PC, NPC, PC, NPC, then 2 PCs. So this one
yet.
bomber is alone. He will also stay on target, so he can get an upgrade. He rolls a single yellow die. Your difficulty is normally D, but the Crazy Ivan hasn't ended, right?
No, because I haven't gone yet.
So it's upgraded twice, because there's still the barrage going. So it's...
I'm not gonna lie, just us staying in place right now is doing, it's coming up golden right now.
Yeah, it's actually doing pretty well.
We've done full maneuvers.
Yeah, you've done a lot of maneuvers and firing alternating barrages. And 2 setback for defense.
They're just standing there, menacingly.
Correct.
Oh, damn.
Damn. He's gonna take a hit then. That's 2 advantage. Or 2 threats, sorry.
Yeah.
Suffer 1 hit. I think that's still 1 from 1.
Does it trigger twice?
No, I think it is only maximum of 1. Let me actually check. Let me check blanket. Yeah. Technically blanket barrage is half, so I've been giving you a benefit by making it full. But yeah, they'll take full. That's still 9 breach 2. So he
Pretty
takes... they got 3 armor, so they take 1 off, so they take 8 out of 14. Pong! Does he get bonked? Bonk. And we'll have him add a black to his next check for the threat, if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the lone bomber gets, bonked by a turbo laser wash.
Whoa! You got booped on the snoot.
Also, I'm pretty sure that guy's almost out of bombs, too. I think he's got 1 more in him.
Oh,
then we switched to trying to fire proton torpedoes at you.
I thought you were about to say, then he's got himself. He's just gonna, kamikaze to the water.
I mean, he could. You're underwater right now, but the thing's carrying conks and protons, too, so it's just... The proton bombs are a lot better than torpedoes at actually hitting somebody underwater, for reasons.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, the proton bomb's effect is they're close range, but they can only targets on the surface of something, so...
Gotcha.
Torpedoes can be longer ranged, but then he's got to actually line up the shot and fire at you and stuff.
So, Marth, should I go first? Or you want to go first?
I mean, he can't help you anymore, so he's
okay.
already.
I was just curious if he wants to do anything yet. So let's go.
Yeah, go.
Okay, cool. So
you have a simple check, but you still have to sit back.
Yes,
handling.
I think that's just it. Yeah. Or actually, no, I get a blue from Comseed.
Yeah, I believe nobody's actually used. You've had some Comseeds and haven't actually used them.
That's a lot of advantage.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you don't technically move anywhere close to the maneuver point, but you've got a shitload of advantage.
All right, let me actually look at this. So I can technically do 2 lost them.
Yeah, you could do 2 lost them. You could just shave off two more guys.
Yeah.
1 in.
Actually, wait, I forgot to add successes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit.
There's
So you get 3. Okay.
Yeah, I get
3.
Okay. So you
Plus
actually
it is battle meditation.
So actually,
Yeah, you got 3 successes. So 3 success. Blah 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 blah.
4, and I technically can do 2 lost them, and then I can do a.
And then I could do submarine maneuvers.
I probably do other submarine maneuvers.
Or you could do 3 smooth rides, and everybody gets 6 strain back.
Does everyone really want that?
No, I'd be fine if you just no, get out of here too.
Double lost
Yeah,
them.
let's get him. Let's just get him.
All right. So you're gonna do double lost them?
Double lost them, and
okay. We'll shave 2 off the group of bombers that has 3 in it. So there's just 2. There's now 2 singular bombers.
And I'll do 3D. Actually, no.
Submarine?
I'll do Comsees.
Okay. So you head for calmer waters. You juked him with the Crazy Ivan, and you just now you're actually accelerating.
Yes. So we move 4 technically because it's successes plus.
Yeah, you do. You move closer.
Okay.
You've got speed of 1. That should be 1 lower. Higher. So you've actually set some distance. So now they once again have to make piloting checks to catch up with you.
This would not be probably a good time to get some red silent going.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll start and try to run silent, which is a hard discipline. Yes?
Yes. But guess what? 3 success.
Yeah, that's just all skill checks. until Aramaa goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Marth is pretty good.
3 asterisks. Right.
I can handle the hard check this round.
Okay.
Well, that's good because
Very
he can't run silent and.
Yeah.
Though I will wonder if he success, which he did. It is upgraded once because you're trying to run silent, but yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, you successfully
alright.
run silent.
Aramaa will not be moving, so
Okay, let's see here.
she's just gonna stand there,
Two,
hourly,
I have two
motherly.
advantage I can spend, so let's see here.
Now smooth ride would actually make sense.
Yeah, smooth ride.
All right, everybody heals 2 strength.
I
Or silent.
don't have straight to heal.
Didn't you?
No, I did that on a previous. I used the advantage on a previous check.
Oh, you got rid of
yeah,
it all
that's right.
by now. Okay,
I got
fair enough.
Alright,
All right,
guys, I know
Aramaa
this
can
is-
finally stop making her seasickness checks.
gonna intersect here, but I've already come up with a name for what this session should be. Slow ride.
Take it easy.
Easy.
It would be that or smoke on the water, probably.
Oh, yeah, true.
Slow ride's a good one though for this. Okay, so you are running silent. Kavis runs around, dimming all the lights, turning off all the stuff. You know, telling the engines to go slow. I know you're just being quiet. So, as a reminder, the run silent rules are: enemies upgrade the difficulty of their piloting checks to pursue and perception checks to find you, or use sensors on you once. But you upgrade your difficulty of your piloting checks once. If you make any checks involving sensors, slicing, or combat, you lose the effect. You are no longer silent.
Okay.
Though a move you could do, remember, is you could have PCs double up. You could have Boots go and shoot, and then have Kavis run silent again, if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wombo combo. It is now 2 PC slots. The escorts must go. Yeah, I guess they'll try and catch up with you. This is Okay. No, they do not. They do not approach. No, they do not approach. I'll have them pass 2 boost to the next one to go, though. So they'll roll it again with
They're not over here. They must be over there.
I image HK. I image
Oh,
HK.
no.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
All right.
Okay.
I was
So
imaging HK's voice for these guys.
that guy catches up with you. Okay, Triumph.
Obvious statement. They must not be here.
So yeah, let's do that Triumph to do, and I'll have him pass 3 boost dice to one of the bombers to go. They're blazing a course, but I want to spend that Triumph to have you guys do high waves.
Oh no.
So you guys suffer a minor collision. So the way this works is, do you guys actually have a note in here? Collisions, yeah, okay. Minor collision, you suffer a single critical hit, but you subtract your ship's defense times 10, which currently you do have 2 defense, so you subtract 20 from the roll.
So it'd be ship crit minus
Tilson.
20.
The end of the pilot's next turn. Okay. I remember.
Right, and
All
I
crew
guess
members
I'm
are
mobilized.
mobilized.
I guess I should go first in this case.
Yeah, so basically, as you guys are trying to run silent and avoid, a set of these vulture droids fighters, which are blazing up on you. They got 3 successes. These boys are speed 5, like max speed 5 anyway. They're screaming up on you. You hit a rough current, and basically the ship just, ends up doing like a probably not a full tailspin because you're huge, but definitely you start to do like a spin or roll, and it's bad. Everybody has to hang on.
We hit like a really strong current. Just whoosh.
Yeah, actually, I'm surprising. Most of you, there's been a couple of like ocean sprays hit, but nobody's really done got 3 threat for stormy seas or anything. But there are actually a lot of possibilities for limited viz or stuff because Soheliv is still stormy.
In this case, should we? I'm just thinking about it. It's like I should probably go, but then it also takes out. I think it also removes the go silent perk.
Well,
No.
no. Only like I said, piloting doesn't remove it. Shooting or computer stuff will.
Oh, okay. Then I
Yes.
guess I could just move and then.
Yeah, you can just attempt to move. Your check is upgraded because you're currently running silent, but otherwise there's no other stuff going
Okay.
on.
But you still got 3 success.
I still do and a blue, so I'll do that now.
Yeah,
Okay.
remember,
And
turn before.
what else? Is there any action figures I should do just as I type this out?
I mean, you should keep going forward.
Well,
This
yeah, he's
counts as
talking about
maneuver.
actions because that's maneuver to do
Oh.
that. I don't know. You could plot course in case, but I think you're fine just
rolling him.
I can't co-pilot myself, so
Sadly, not. I don't think that works.
I can't free pilot.
I mean, you could do another damage control. You could try and get rid of. You got.
Yeah, I could.
You got a couple of system strain again.
Yeah, might as well. Okay.
Very solid.
Okay. Actually,
let me have the 2 sit back.
yeah, do that. Let's see if they do anything.
Okay,
so
so
5 and
threats.
move 6.
Yeah, we'll do another strike. I thought about doing seasick or limited viz. We'll do another strike. You take another 2 system strain. That'll because you're probably just going to try and fix all that. So you take another 2.
How much strain right now?
You're at 4 out of 40.
Oh, okay, let's try this. No,
So it's still easy. It's basically like you hit a patch of kelp or sea life or something.
No, not the kelp.
We accidentally run into the same thing that attacked
Can I
Aramaa
technically
last session.
Could I technically trigger clear calm seas off this?
Yeah, it's an action check you're making in the combat space. I believe that would count. And you
Alright,
do
cool.
fix all the strain.
Cool.
Camo, unironically better at fixing and/or breaking ships than flying them. Except not. It's weird. Oh, and that's right.
It probably is
6
like
for
the
your
ship wasn't.
success,
If the
too,
ship didn't have terrible handling, it'd probably be better.
Probably. Honestly, that's the thing. You're a planetary pilot. Your training probably covered jetpacks, speeder bikes, maybe a recon walker. You're trying to drive a giant submarine right now.
And I'm literally doing like roll maneuvers and going
Yeah,
up
exactly.
and down
Like,
to things.
on not your turn, everybody is having you do like crazy Ivan and submarine maneuvers and shit. It's pretty funny.
Camo was doing a lot.
Swivel a joystick, spinning a wheel. You don't know what the wheel's for, but you're spinning it anyway.
all of the budget.
Oh, shit, you had to get-
No, I just it's now canon. One of the Nemoidians just is holding up the fucking pilot manual up to it. It's just like flip to the page about this.
You've got 8 pedals. There are 8 pedals when there are only 4 directions.
It's
Are we-
just a real life game of keep talking and nobody explodes.
Honestly, kind of.
Okay. So now it is an NPC slot. Johnny Bomberman will attempt to catch up with you. Actually, should I? Yeah, that was smarter. We're actually going to. Anybody got the initiative order copied handy, or do I guys roll up for it? I should probably copy it anyway, but okay, thank you.
I just hit paste as soon as Marth posted it.
I just had it on the.
I will
Sorry,
compact that down by 1. Those 2 bombers will spend a maneuver to become 1 bomber.
For that
I'll
upgrade,
make a group of 2.
Yeah.
And they will
That's
attempt to roll to catch up to you. This doesn't mean they're
Yeah,
taking 2 maneuvers, so they'd have to do system strain in order to actually shoot you if they catch you. But they probably won't, because it's... difficulty is red, and they don't have any positives. Should they get any... I do believe they get 1 boost die from the guy. Or 2, actually. Wait, how much advantage did I roll? Was it 6? I did roll 6, so that's technically 3 boost dice, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, 3 and.
Okay, so their speed 4...
Did you add the digit blacks, or is this piloting?
It's piloting.
Okay, there.
Okay, so they do get 1 success. You guys were, 4 away from them? Oh, wait, no, you'd be 6. Nice for this. So, you are 4 plus 6 away from them, so you are 10 distance. They're only speed 4, so I don't think they can catch up. Okay. Because they rolled most of the advantages. Alright. They are attempting to be in hot pursuit.
It is actually kind of like they actually do have to roll to actually catch up with. Because actually made a decent.
Well, yeah, you did a little bit of last first, so you got a fairly significant lead away from them. So they're cruising up on you, And yeah, it's both their maneuvers. I won't have them try and take it. We'll see if you're about to escape. They might take. Actually, you are pretty close to escaping. Should I take a pass with proton torpedoes? Let me double check the stats on that.
Is there the equivalent of auto fire with these things? Like you can just shoot all of them?
No, though their proton launchers do have a linked one. Yeah, sure, they're at short range. They've got the sensor range for it. They will take, despite the wild attempts to do that, to actually fire. Actually, as an incidental, let's have them roll perception first, which they upgrade. So, actually, it's a good point. Stealth vehicles. We'll do it based on your silhouette difference. So that's just 1 red. Okay. They can't see you to shoot you. You're running silent.
I got it.
Did roll a bunch of advantages, though. We'll skip the...
Why, Lucky? You're dumb. You're dumb, Lucky. Sorry.
You've done it again. You
I've
always
done
do
it
that. You search for a GIF, you somehow get the PNG preview. A lot of us. Yeah. Let's go with... I can't lost a Mew. That would be counterproductive.
I will say
That
that
would be hilarious, though.
we just disappeared.
Yeah, they just lose you, but that doesn't make any sense because they're fighting you.
Basically saying that they see them conceding.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's do. God damn it! I can't find the difference. We'll do one ocean spray in case you decide to shoot at them. They're cruising low and fast on near the ocean surface. And then they'll add 2 boosts to their own next piloting check. Basically, they're gonna keep on you in hot pursuit. You were saying X? Sorry.
This is going surprisingly better than I thought it would go.
Well, the initial bomb hit was very scary, but you've managed to once you actually started rolling dice, you've actually got your shit together pretty good. I'm hitting you less than I thought I would. Okay. It's got 2 PC slots in a row, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the second PC actually.
Loth go and then I'll go.
Well,
wait.
No, it's still the one, then another, then the 2.
Okay, wait.
Oh, is this the first? This is the first NPC slot.
Yeah,
it
was.
First NPC slot. Okay, so
you combine
one PC slot, and then.
Okay,
got it. Okay.
Second. PC.
Yeah, so just Axe is gone, so all 3 of you can go in this slot. Aramaa should not go yet, unless maybe she should. I don't know, because
what's the bonuses?
I was about to say
Loth right now.
It's like
no bonuses. If he fires, he ends on silent. So I don't know if you want to or not.
So how about this? Marth goes, and then NPC, and then I go, then Lucky goes.
That's fine.
Okay.
Like I can try run silent. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
just so we can get all those bonuses of battle meditation.
Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okay, all right.
Well, and Marth, if you're wondering why would I go, you can still do co-pilot because that downgrades the check, so you can make it so that Axe has an easier time even at running silent.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Yeah, I have 3 successes of that, so technically you already, I guess.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty spicy.
It just
What?
Well, it's still average. He could roll difficulty dice because
Yeah, you
your
still got it,
battle
right.
meditation still applies.
Okay.
You could add a boost for Calm Seas if you wanted,
Good.
but I don't know. Axe might have done that to himself.
I just did it. because it was the thing I could buy with that.
Okay. So if you want to add a boost dice, you can. Otherwise, Axe can keep it for his roll.
I'll let Axe keep it.
Thanks. You're very generous.
I have 3 foresight I can roll.
He's got a lot of good dice.
I got yeah, you're right. It's oh yeah, you don't have piloting skill, you just have force power. You have force piloting.
So does Master Lago, if he wanted to get up here, but he's busy at the back.
He's doing force gunnery. Force leadership.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'll
shit.
spend 2 light side points to eliminate that threat, and then I'll spend 1 on.
I only think I only could have 3. Actually, does it start upgrading my check then?
No, but it'll go to simple because remember it's upgraded. Right now it will be upgraded once, so it's downgraded. It's downgraded 6 times whatever the dice turn out because you never know. One of you guys could roll really shitty advantage and make it so you have to roll versus the terrain table or something. But
I guess
whatever you do next, 6 downgrades.
I guess
probably
you can have
simple.
1 advantage to do another comp seed.
Okay, then I'll. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Calm Seas.
Okie dokie. Artichoke. All right. It is now an NPC
Artichoke.
slot. First, shipman, fighterman will attempt to roll to perceive you. They do not. Cool beans.
Oh no.
They do nothing. They're flying search patterns overhead. Very classic submarine stuff.
We're doing the submarine thing.
It's very dark. There's only gentle, blue-green lights from the consoles. You've activated the fucking polarized tint on your view screen.
We don't have a view screen. We have the emergency shutters down.
You had multiple panels.
Okay.
It's still a space opera, so even though it's a submarine, there's still a giant-ass front window.
So it's my turn then.
Yeah.
Did we
And
kind
we're
of
not
keep the
doing
shutters
the
on?
crazy
or
Ivan,
fix
so
the
I don't
window?
get to upgrade.
No, you do not get that upgrade. But you do get
However,
3 successes.
Yep, 3 successes, 1 boost die for aiming, 3 purple still, and setback because we're underwater.
Oh yeah, and also.
So what's your
tail spin,
target?
Because I'm firing from the ship.
What was that?
Do I get boost because they're from the ship?
Are we still under the thing from Tailspin?
No, because I did
No,
my
it was the
check.
pilot's next check. That's why I actually
Okay.
first.
All
You
right.
no longer take. Actually, hold on. Let me see the phrasing on tailspin. Yeah, end of the pilot's next turn. So the pilot's
Okay.
next turn
Okay.
was just then. So no, there's no setback, and none of you are
So-
immobilized. By the way.
Yeah, and the next group that'll go will be just one of the fighters, but I will, just because it's doing the most damage, just get these fucking bombers out of the way, because
All right.
holy shit.
You are within short range. You can fire on them.
Fuck you guys.
Oh my god.
You probably would have been doing concentrated then because they're one target now.
Yeah.
Or you could have just fired one battery at them. Who knows?
No, concentrated. Because I'll spend that one advantage to hit someone else, hit another vehicle in close range to them.
Is that concentrated?
Concentrated is where you get to do two extra damage.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of overwhelming.
Yeah, you can't. You probably don't want to overwhelm because the bombers are way at the back.
However, on success, may spend advantage once to add damage equal to the number of weapons involved in the attack with one hit of the attack. So, since I'm using 2 batteries, I guess that's an extra 2 damage.
Okay, so by defaultos, that's... Sorry, am I mute on... No, maybe not. Sorry, I'm getting... So you're 1 success plus 2 basically because you turn your advantage into that. So that's 9 damage. Alright, you clonk them with some missile fire. And then, all the droids' encrypted radios like... There they are, basically. Okay.
But it's just down to 1 lone bomber again. But hey, lucky.
No, they didn't take any damage. These guys are both fresh.
Not bad.
Still, that's like 9 damage out of their 14s.
14. 5 left. But yeah, lucky, your turn.
Is it my turn? Alright. Okay. So
yeah, you could immediately attempt to run silent again.
Yes, we will. That's what Aramaa will do.
Roll discipline.
So let's see. What is Aramaa? Is it 2 or 1? I always forget.
Steady.
But you can't battle meditation yourself on the turn after.
No.
That's okay. Aramaa can last first. She can immediately battle meditation.
Yeah. As the maneuver
after these guys try to shoot at you.
So here you go.
Yeah, I figured hard was fair for a lot. Interesting. Okay.
No, you can't do it. Can't get it to run. But let's see here. This was a special action, so let's pull something off the special table.
You also can flip a destiny point.
Right?
Oh yeah,
I can't flip a destiny point. Not that we've been using them like at all.
They were mostly dark, so yeah. Maybe we might actually start
I
using
don't know.
them.
Yeah, you
We're
got a decent
now.
spread back and forth. I might actually also flip some of my dark ones.
I was curious why you weren't using any of them, like, honestly.
Honestly, I don't really need them too much. Now that we're
Fair.
starting to whittle down the bombers, I might want them for stuff, but we'll see about things. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, let's see here. So they found us. They might catch up with us. I forget. Can we double up on submarine maneuvers?
Yeah, sure.
Or let's double up on submarine maneuvers.
Alright, you got 2 more black.
Yes. That's like, yeah. Arma's also like, all right. Apparently, we can't get things under control. Camo, serpentine.
Yeah, what I'm imagining is basically you try and be like, okay, everybody steady, and then just, you've got clones or technicians or whatever in the batteries that Booth just had fired, loading the tubes, and you're like, they're still making a shitload of noise.
Yep.
Alright, so, lone fighters. Their escorty friends are not there. Even though you're underwater, they know where you are, so they're gonna take a gander with concussion missiles, and see what happens. With 4 setback.
I guess they are fast if in range, yeah.
No, they've been keeping up with you.
Alright.
Actually, you did technically move at the start of this turn, so we should roll to see if they keep up as a maneuver. That is important. That means they can't stay on target.
And they did move 6, yeah. Just gotta get a success. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they're catch up.
This is the speed 4 one, right? These are the bombers are the ones with speed 4.
Yeah, the bombers are speed 4, the fighters are speed 5.
I guess they just catch up, yeah.
Yeah, so they scooched up. Okay.
They back.
Roll. Because you're not running silent or anything anymore, so I don't think there's any more upgrades for your difficulty, right?
No.
They just have 4 setback dice.
Yes. Which still can kick your ass a bit sometimes.
No, we'll see.
Okay, there's no extra qualities, it's all just passives. These are still breach 4, so.
Of course.
But they do get 3 threats, which you guys can consider.
Oh,
you can immediately have one of the fucking. Wait, no, that's only advantage rated. Lost them. Yeah, it is.
But let's see here.
Ooh, you could give them Stormy Seas.
They can Stormy Seas.
But first we resolve damage, so that is 6 plus 2 with breach 4.
We also could give them wolf packs, so it basically gives Loth an upgrade.
Yeah, but
do not have a formation of vehicles.
Yeah, like honestly, unfortunately, our whatever. Let's just do Stormy Seas. It'd be fun.
All right,
Sun and Storm.
So they use the. Actually, that's really good because they're going all out, which means their check is very hard. So they might fuck up and crash. So you do take 8 damage, I think, because it's 6 plus 2. Yeah, it's breach 4.
How much
breach 4? So
all right.
Yeah, so then
So you were at 8. So you were at 22 of 45. You are now almost
at half.
Or at half, exactly. I think you gotta be over half for it to increase your difficulty. So theoretically, you guys are pretty close. It's entirely possible Axe maybe wants to do damage control for hull threshold really quick to reduce it down, and then try and get out of here. I want to do that with
another battle meditation if possible, but we'll see.
That would definitely help. Just to make sure you guys don't get blown up by anything. That is the last round. The last of the round, I should say. They fire some concussion missiles, they penetrate under the water and explode near you.
Aramaa will go. She will battle med. We'll make this quick. See how this turns out. Not bad.
Then Amonian's probably like, safely close compartments 5 through 7.
I think that's 2 successes.
Yeah, that's 2 successes. 1 to activate, 1 to range, and another 2 for an additional success. So, boom. Let Aramaa's motherly affection fill you with inspiration and hope.
Camo's mind is full of all the orders he's been yelled at in the last 5 minutes.
This is what we like to call tough motherly love.
It's like, I've been told, like, Camo's been told, like,
yes.
It's like, I've been told, like, 15 things?
Literally every time somebody goes, Camo, submarine maneuvers, Camo, crazy Ivan, Camo, smooth ride.
With the amount of stuff he's been doing in the submarine, he might as well, the sound effect for, like, putting a special move in Tony Hawk might as well be going off every time.
Yeah.
Doing a special trick.
He has done a lot of special tricks. Alright, that was your action. You still got a maneuver if you...
Point submarine twist. There's one more.
Let's see.
Fucking Bob.
That's great.
I mean, I guess we could kind of run silent, but they kind of found us already, so...
Well, yeah, that's an action also.
Oh, that's action. That's right. Fuck, maneuvers. No, man, we'll just,
there's no aid maneuver.
Not directly, sadly. I could probably let you fluff an assist, but then you have to actually explain to me how you're assisting somebody. Data download. Oh, I guess that must have been a quest, and it was. Sorry, I'm very, very slowly still farming Gouda Gouda in the background. I guess it must have just passed the 8 o'clock mark for any master missions, and I'm slowly in a quest. Sorry. All right. It is now an NPC slot. Johnny Bomberman's still gonna try and catch you.
No. Why does Omega just have to add Johnny or Jimmy before these fucking droids that I
because
fucking
he knows it
sub
defeats you.
It's just a very American thing.
No.
Okay.
Billy.
Yeah,
Bob.
everybody's Billy Bombers.
I just think Johnny from Metal Gear.
I asked Joe Bob, Bib Bob.
Or Johnny from...
it should be 2 difficulty, because these guys didn't get the effect. That was just that guy at Stormy Seas. Or, actually, is that how it's phrased?
It is free.
It just says next piloting check. That's those guys. That's very spicy. Let me double check how that's written, because that's borrowed from some of the special dogfighty terrain rules.
Righto.
Just terrain rules.
Well, that's what they're called. It's a little weird because once again, it's like they don't assume that you will be on land or in atmosphere at all, because it's called stellar phenomena and terrain. But that's the rule where you have to make so many upgrades based on your speed and silhouette and stuff. So it's a little weird. Yeah, next check is determined. The ship's next piloting check is determined using stellar phenomena rules. Okay, so it's supposed to be the specific ship. All right. Sorry about that delay. Just had to double check something.
I kind of wonder if, like, for Camo, he's basically playing Ace Combat but underwater.
Probably not that crazy. You're still only speed 1, but it's definitely probably more like you're doing the submarine minigame. Yeah. They're doing Ace Combat. You're the big boss at the end, and they haven't succeeded in shooting any of your missile turrets off or anything.
The submarine has somehow done, like...
Then you'll unveil your mining laser. Okay, so... No boostos. I think that's right. I think there's anything. On success, speed 4, so they go back to 1. So they are not in range, but they do know you're there, so they can fire a short-range proton torpedo.
How does Strawberry Seas apply to the roll? Is it just like an extra roll?
No, it would be a shitload of dice, because remember, that's speed and silhouette, so these guys are silhouette 3, speed... The guy who's got that effect is speed 5. They're going all out, so that's 5 dice with 3 upgrades. It's a very spicy effect. I'll strip that away from me for a second. I'm making a combat check, that's what I'm doing. So they have... Difficulty is normally 1. Do you have any upgrades? Defensive upgrades? Or just setback? 2 defense. And
2 defense.
2 submarine maneuvers, I think, still? Has Axe gone since you guys declared that one last?
No. It's not.
Okay, so that's...
Because I went first.
Okay, they're rolling dice. I should have upgraded that once with a dark save point. Okay. Proton torpedoes are... Okay, they're 8. 8 breach 6. So that's 7 damages.
Oh boy.
So we're now at 29 out of 45.
Should it could actually take us out now. Or two more. Just 2 more hits. Flat.
My leg!
What about your leg?
No, I was
Your space
making yeah, my space leg.
Those are called your ballast tanks.
My space legs.
You know, one of the engine room technician, who sounds surprisingly local, is like, we can't take much more of this, Captain.
Oh no.
Call back.
I guess, yeah, call back. It's like, keep pushing, we're almost there!
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Give her more!
I should do the pilot.
Sadly, none of you have the special pilot talent to go fast. No, literally, that's one of the... I think it's full throttle. Like, most pilot specs have a talent that lets you literally increase your max speed temporarily, which would be great in this situation.
I kind of wonder if I should do the pilot thing just so I can do epic shit.
Probably not, no. It's not worth it. You probably won't even be jetpacking that often, because jetpacks are weird, let's be real. They're in the system, they're handled very weirdly. Yeah, okay, that's all their actions. It's now another PC turn. I will say, if you roll pretty good, you can hit the rendezvous point and get out of here.
Alright, so it's not downgraded, that already happened.
I mean, you got 2 success.
Yeah.
Like, automatically.
No, downgrade hasn't... You didn't roll, I think, with no downgrades, did you? Did you roll after that?
I was checking my last one to see.
Because I think you went... Last round, you went first, then it was...
Oh, then Marth.
Kavis,
Yeah,
Boots,
got
Aramaa, and then it's only been Aramaa. So you get 6 downgrades.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
So,
6 downgrades.
I'll go down,
Yeah, you need 6 successes. Well, basically 5, because you get +1 free because of your speed. You are 6 away from the rendezvous point.
Alright, so in this case, it's just the 2 setback.
Yeah.
And then... Actually, I will also add... I think also 2 boosts, so actually do the 2 boosts.
That's right.
Grab those.
Lucky, I'm looking at the master missions list, and I believe that they want us to do the event still.
Oh, they tried
It's all
Really?
complete quests and
I
beat
think
up
I
certain
did it.
classes.
Wow, okay, well.
That is 5 successes, yeah. So that'll be 6. All right. So, combat ends, basically. You punch up the speed. You've been shot a lot in the ass, so you're trying to get your speed on, and just you just hear that that clone flight controller voice say, "Got you on scopes now, Nammu, coming in. We're right above you. Hold tight." And then just you hear, or actually, that's probably it'll be a clone pilot going like, "This is Alicorn 1 approaching your position." Firing, and then you just hear crazy laser noises above you as like a wall of fighters, just smashes into those escorts. Droid bits rain into the ocean. The 2 bombers immediately try to break off, but they can't because these guys are probably flying like arcs or torrents, and just down and blah 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 blah. Missiles explode, lasers go off, lots of people go in the ocean, and you have won the day! Yay!
We did it.
Lucky needs to take a break because he has to go eat dinner.
That's
I
right.
want to wait something. Yeah, we should.
So I'll be back in a few.
We're almost done with time anyway. I'll pause the recording for a little bit, and then we'll do wrap up. This took about 2.5 hours, though there was, I want to say, probably 30 minutes of pre-planning and explaining the rules. I'm going to pause the recording, kids.
Yep.
And then I will unpause, and we can get into wrap-up stuff.
Yay.
So, yeah, off mic a little, Marth and I were discussing the cost it would take to technically fix this, but you don't got to worry about that. It's expensive, though. It'll be a while. Basically, after, you wipe out the strike team, the Alicorn's like, scopes are clear. You basically sail into More Iridu port, under escort,
Mm-hmm.
The cruiser kind of flies with you the rest of the way to make sure nothing funny happens. You are damaged after all. You took a couple hits that you got fixed. I expect at this point, Master Lago shows up back to the bridge. He is simultaneously covered in both sea salt and soot. He comes up and congratulates everybody on a job well done, successful mission, everyone. He points to Kavis and Camo up in the pilot area. Excellent driving, Camo, Kavis. Though I think some of those maneuvers were meant for airspeeders, not submarines.
It did work out in the end, so.
I believe that was some excellent gunnery commands by Clone Trooper Boots over there. Gives you the point, that guy. Kind of gently rests a hand on Aramaa's shoulder. And of course, an excellent display of your talent for battle meditation. It's, brotherly shoulder clasp. It would, he's probably head pats would probably be too directly affectionate. He's the weird esoteric mentor.
Yeah. Speaks of metaphors.
So you guys steam in and have to get this thing hooked into a dry dock. You're going to stimulate the local economy a lot, Aramaa.
Yeah, now this job.
What was the cost again, Marth? Was it like 14,000 credits?
14,000.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah. And God knows how many man hours of work. So yeah, somebody's gonna have some time fixing this up. Cause that's the thing. You got hit by took one proton bomb direct hit that was a crit. So like that, punched a hole through the top hull into the engine room. You took a couple glancing explosion-y blows, and then took a torpedo and a missile in the rear too. So there's both of which had heavy enough breach to get through your armor. So there's big explosive rents in some of the outer armor. Nothing was seriously damaged that couldn't be sealed off, but you got to drain it, seal up everything, drain it, get it above water.
Still in one piece at least.
Yeah. No permanent damage. Nothing was lost, and you can raid the computers for all that tactical data.
Yeah,
you've got
a lot of data.
Yet another bit of coordinate data on where their base is. Yeah, 2 out of 3 points. To triangulate. And you also catch up with some of their command ciphers and plans. So just a real quick recap on why this was a spooky, scary submarine. But you do note that so they've got a lot of interesting plans and stuff in here for what they're manufacturing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the computer lab, which you guys didn't poke any at all, but did shut down, contains you think it contains the only copy of certain experimental designs, like those super aqua droids.
Oh no.
So I don't know. You've got the only copy.
Oh, okay.
So you shut that down. Those guys probably won't show up. Hopefully they didn't ship any off before you shut the factory sub down, but at the very least, any you destroy are permanent. There's no way for them to replace it until they can remake the design. The old no plans, no prototype, no blackout.
Yep.
But also, you do note that in the factory, it appears that that lab you shut down at Muscal was supposed to feed them blueprints and raw materials to produce chemical weapon attacks. It looks like they were trying to build missiles to retrofit to do chemical bombing or bio attacks with the missiles, but luckily that never happened.
War crimes.
So, basically, they were in idle. They were producing a large amount of droids to go in, and basically the plan was to do a second assault on Mort Iridu with a front round of terror bombing, and then send in the Super Aquas to just steamroll. But you've avoided that. They can't do that tactic. They'll have to come up with something else. Whatever their backup and backup plans are, you don't know, because they're not on here.
Mm-hmm.
But you do seem to have locked down some of their experimental droids, some of their dastardly attacks. You do shut down the Scorpionic droid that was guarding the reactor room. That's cool. You don't have to fight it, because that would be a pain in the ass. Did I post its stats? I don't know. I'll hold on to it. Never know when you run into another one. Maybe we'll run into 2. Who knows? Magna Guards and the tactical droid. I assume you're shipping up what's left of the tactical droid to intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody have 2 brawn and 2 agility, and so can use an electrostaff? Because they're unwieldy 3, cumbersome 3.
I could.
Technically, I could. I got 2 brawn, 2 agility. Well, 3 agility.
I got 3 and 3. So. Or 3 and 4.
Well, yeah, you want 3 and 3. It's got to be both.
In which case, axe, because I have 2 brawn.
They're heavy, though.
What's the stats of these things?
No, electrostaff, not electostaff.
What you should totally do is duct tape your life to the end of the staff.
The what? You're roboting there a little bit for me.
Me or Omega?
Yeah, you. What did you say?
Yeah.
Just duct tape Camo survival knife to go from Aramaa to the end of the staff.
Okay, I actually understood you, but yeah, you're roboting heavily right now.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, we could just stick them in the pile of things to sell.
They are very expensive, and they're not restricted.
Because I'm not
it's
using
like
them.
E4, though. They're heavy.
Yeah, no. I'm fine.
+4 crit 3. Engaged.
You did
E4, 1 hard point.
I could, but I think I just benefit. I think the best.
Yeah, I think honestly your best get's probably better.
Because I'm also because the best get, I'm just going for like.
I mean, I
plus
think it's a
50
similar
crit.
plus is the thing, and it has cortosis and sunder without worrying about the cumbersome or unwieldy or anything. You don't have linked, but you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, so I'll just stick them in things to sell later. So how many electrostats was that?
2 Magna Guards, 2 status. Those are their only weapons. They're also cool Magna Guard cloaks. They don't do anything, but they look really cool.
Do I want to wear a trophy?
I'm wearing Jedi battle armor. I am robed the fuck up.
Correct. That's all really the resourcey type rewards you got. This was mostly for fuel goods and for shits and giggles. By which I mean taking out the enemy.
Mm-hmm. 9,008.
Wow. Yeah, let's do. Yeah, I think it's time to wrap this session. Basically, there's nothing direct. You got your benes, you got your pack, your backpacks.
What should we do with the Nemoidians? That's the question.
They have formally surrendered to you, so they're all prisoners of war now.
Okay, well, we'll just let them. We'll treat them nicely. They did help us not die.
Yeah, you'll put in a good word for them, but they probably accept that not being exploded and drowned is better than being exploded and drowned. So they'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's everything. Because you're going to do the data, you're going to unpack all that stuff, get more information.
Do we really want the assault ships? I don't know. They don't fit my style.
No, they're weird enemy ships. You should probably turn those over to intelligence too, in case somebody needs.
So you can find out any weaknesses in the design.
Nah, we'll just turn them over. Like I said, we're probably gonna honestly, even though we get bits, this ship is probably gonna go through a bit of a retrofit.
Probably.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to repair it and then actually figure out what you want to do with it, because the droid factory bits are not necessarily important.
We could just remove most of that and replace it with something.
That's what I said, retrofit.
But the mining elements and the launch bay effect could be good. There's a lot of water coverage on Soheliv.
Who knows? Maybe.
We could make an underwater command center out of
this. We'll take the droid factory and push it somewhere else.
Well, I mean,
if you double that into hangar space, it's entirely possible you could, because this thing can surface and has a large cargo elevator, you could fit it to launch fighters, submarine aircraft carrier,
That'd be terrifying.
Other stuff. That is literally at least one Ace Combat boss. At least one.
I mean, might as well take influence from the best,
Or at worst, it's supposed to be a mining sub, so you can just, maybe the Republic will decide to convert it into just underwater mining.
Well, we'll see. But as I said, we gotta fix it. We gotta rip out all the droid junk, and then
probably use the parts for something else.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of raw materials and stuff. Either you can make from all the droid scrap; it's got to be cleaned out of there. That's another, 100 man hours worth of work. Several tons of droid bits.
Man, we just have a giant surplus of fucking material.
I mean, that's it. Hey, that's the way to have it, is to just get your scrap metal.
Yeah.
Keep, like you said, keep the economy stimulated.
Yeah,
so,
but it's gonna have a blast with this.
Let's do duty really quick. So ironically, Camo's duty is sabotage. I think he ended up not actually sabotaging things. So that does not proc. I'm gonna say Aramaa's civilian outreach though does, because you are stimulating the local economy and prevented a horrible terror attack, so you get +5 duty. Yay.
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 We should give Kavis his +5 because his duty is support.
Okay.
Boots, your duty is still personnel, correct?
Yes.
I do not believe we hit that one so much.
No.
All the three, yeah. Did a lot of cool moments with your family.
No, duty, not motivations or EXP.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, it is also time to do EXPs, so let's see. You successfully brought the sub in. Check mark. You defeated at least one minions group worth of droids. And I do want to say, you managed to not sink or fuck anything up, so let's call it another 5.
We did bring the Nemoidians in as prisoner.
I think all that stuff for last time, though. But 15 is base.
Okay. Hey, I'll take it.
Aramaa probably hit her motivation. People are counting on her.
I wanted people to not die.
I think I just did the mission.
Yeah, no, you focused hardcore.
I just did everything I was told that I.
Yeah, correct. I think you don't hit your duty, but you do hit your motivation. Is basically how that's going to turn out. I think Loth was having a discussion earlier that Boots probably didn't hit his motivation.
Nope.
And I'm gonna. Kavis probably didn't. Your expertise now, right?
Yeah, expertise and self-reliance.
No, you didn't really do anything to be self-reliant or anything.
You were a great help, man.
Well, yeah, that's why he got his duty. He got the reverse of you. He got his duty to proc, but not his motivations. Okie dokie. So I think that's all the rewards and stuff. So now the big question is, since we've already decided what we're calling the session, what do you want to do next? Do you want to do the Bandogora Citadel and finally put a bow in that plot line, or do you want to check out this Black Garden ruin thing?
I'm for putting bow on Bandagora.
Yeah, let's go beat some cultists up.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you guys? You'll heal strain all the way at the end of the session. How's you guys on wounds and stuff? You everybody fine from the initial healing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm surprised I'm
fine.
problems right now.
I have 2 wounds.
You'll heal most of those naturally. Should be okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, then we will work on the Citadel. That'll be fun.
I can wrap a reaction too now.
Okay. Hope everybody had fun. Thanks for tuning in, everybody at home. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you listen to the AP. Let's all go goodbye now. Remember to take it easy on your slow.
Goodbye now.
Bye.